Yeah.
Feeling very tired and sleepy. But it's not like I could take a nap because I can't get back. They asked if they should take Remy, and I was like, no! I should have let them take Remy.
I know, no camera. But how's it going, everyone? Don't worry, it's just gonna be a quick no camera sesh. Because I'm jumping straight over to playing the D&D session. This was from our latest D&D session back at the beginning of December. Because we have one coming up here for New Year's, so I'm super stoked. A lot of things happened, so I cannot wait to experience it all. Anyways, I don't remember if I cut anything out. If I did, or if I didn't, oops. But yeah. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump right in to some Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, and a quick little reminder. So we'll be doing a Dungeons and Dragons stream right now. It's basically so that way it's background noise, so you guys can hear the adventure while I do stuff around the house. On top of that, though, so let's say 6-ish is when it's supposed to end. We will hopefully do another stream around 8:30, and that's when we will be playing Lies of P. So definitely check that out once we get to that point. So without further ado, hello Eager. Let's go ahead and get right into some Dungeons and Dragons.
4:30.
4:30.
Oh, is it 4:30?
It's
No.
4 o'clock. So I was going to let you guys just keep talking if you want.
Because I am
Yeah, we were
still
sort of-
not done.
Okay.
So yes, it would be not as important if it was only Vic's family. And that's who I initially thought that Azarkul had a business partnership with, because obviously business. First person I
Under
think
the
of
snake,
is,
right side.
first person I think of is Vic's family. Now, upon speaking to the council member, I have found out that there are currently 2 companies who have contracts with the Underdark. One of them, I am going to assume, is Vic's family. The other, the Von Hertz family. The other, I believe, and I haven't had a full confirmation, is Dorsch Industries.
Okay, what does that mean for Cannon, who's a Dorshik resident?
So Dorshik Industries is the main rival to
Von Hertz?
Von Hertz. You can think like Apple and Microsoft.
Okay.
And the Dorshik Industries is the one that is usually leading the charge with the strangest and most interesting experimentation with technology and artificing.
Okay.
Whereas Von Hertz usually is the one perfecting. This is why the fact that the Von Hertz have an airship and the Dorshik Industries, at least as far as you're aware, doesn't, is weird and new and could put them ahead of the game.
Interesting. Selling to both sides of rival conglomerates. Makes
Yeah.
sense if you're trying to make money, but you're going
Yes.
to destabilize not just the surface, but the Underdark as well.
Correct. The current, and I spent a little time with the council member to fix some of his mistakes, because it doesn't look like they have any actual ambassadors to look over their contracts.
That seems like a gross oversight.
considering what I overheard, it is.
Cannon
This
just pulls her hat like
you said
over her eyes
human,
like she's
and I'm
crying.
assuming this was this the Dorshik whenever they were talking, or was this?
Give me a memory check.
The fuck was that cackle?
It was
said-
wonderful is what it was. That
He
was
said
hilarious.
memory, and I'm over here just scroll real quick. Memory's we said intelligence, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
12.
You don't remember his name.
Oh damn.
He was human.
Are you really using? I don't have any fingernails.
No, not his name. Which company he was.
Was it
This
12?
thing has so many
Yeah.
uses.
Damn. And even I can quickly skim through it. Apparently, one of the companies currently has almost
I would never do
complete
that.
monopoly over the deep iron ore. Not the Ethereum iron, but the deep iron.
What
So-
it's drawn from, what the Ethereum is made from.
Correct.
One can make Ethereum if it has deep iron, yes?
That's where I think the council member you guys need another ambassador there to help with these contracts, because that is a foresight. He believed that these companies now own the Underdark with these contracts, and from what I saw, they almost did. Now, where it gets a little messy is the fact that Azur Kol is now an informant of the same technology that I have made to one of these companies. And from a vision that I had seen from another friend who I trust a lot more, they have already started. And it's
How did they do this in 2 weeks?
more of armor rather than weaponry, at least at the moment.
Interesting. Would the armor have the same properties as your sword?
Yes.
Crap.
I don't know if it would have the same spell absorbing capabilities, but for sure is going to be a powerful magic item on anybody. Meaning not only magic users can up their ante in a dire situation, but your regular Joe Schmo now has capability of casting fireball in your face.
Gabriel, would it be possible, from what he's described,
Probably not.
Tinkerfoot
Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
from what he's described for Tinkerfoot to possibly figure out how this Ethereum is made from the deep iron, or
Give me an Arcana check while you're looking at the sword. And from what he's been telling you.
that is a 32.
Yeah, so it looks like from the ripple marks in it, you can tell this has been forged.
Mhm.
It wasn't poured. The way that the blue is integrated into the iron itself, seemingly on a molecular level, this was done during the forging process. So it's probable that during the forging, while the blacksmith is working the metal, there is a
Pouring of magic into it?
correct. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So this is very interesting.
Yes.
I still don't have an answer to the question as to how this happened in 2.5 weeks, Sonori. That's awful quick. That implies
So that
knowledge of
comes-
forethought.
Yes, So, upon meeting my friend Merkel, at least the time before he is now on the run, he has
Put a pin in that.
he has a rune on his he had a rune on his neck, one that instills one's willpower into another. It seemed that whenever he mentioned the Dorshik Industries, or at least attempted to say something about someone, he fell down in pain, as if being burned alive from the inside.
Sounds gruesome.
So I don't with that in mind, I don't know if Azur Kol is the source behind it, but whenever I attempted to communicate with him and attempted to keep in contact with him via journal, he was very shifty and very avoidant. As if he doesn't want me tied with him, or he doesn't want me to find out. So either he's screwed because someone's already been planning this, and I just basically gave it to them on a silver platter, or this was forced out of Azrakul.
How easy is it to produce this Ethereum?
I mean, if there was people who had more magic capabilities than me, like, I guess the first person I can think of is like Chattis's father, or Chattis himself, Gallifrey, who is a wizard who had taught me, someone who has more magical power than I do. Fairly simple, where he can make a couple before needing rest. It took pretty much up until the end before I had collapsed and passed out. Luckily finishing the sword, but it took everything out of me.
Just a point of order. I won't have you roll a memory check on this, but to clarify, usually to forge and draw out a sword, even a short sword like what you have, it takes about 6 to 8 hours. You and Azrakul were casting. You and Azrakul were casting for that entire 8 hours.
Okay, so it's not easy to make that.
No, it was. So it wasn't just me. It was
Small
me
mercies.
and another.
Would
Me and Azrakul together.
And it tapped you both out.
I don't know about him. I know I passed out, but I did not see him until I had awoken, and he seemed A-okay, as if he was not drained as much. But it took us both of us the entire time.
To create one...
To create
little
a
knife.
sword. But this one in particular, I was intending for the absorption and casting. Now, who's to say if this can't be shortened for other purposes, as of, let's say, boosting defense, like a shield spell?
Would the group of artificers that I know of, the Tiggerput knows of down the Underdark, would they be capable of producing at least multiple Ethereums throughout like a week, or
On their own, no. But if they joined with a sect of wizards, like those who run the university, and they combined their efforts together with some talented forgers, blacksmiths.
which is most of the artificer group is down there is forgers.
Yeah, so if you took the forging guild and you took the wizards guild, and they worked together, they could easily turn out a ton of it, metric ton, within a week.
I will
So
tell
very
this
much
to the
math-
group. If the Underdark wanted to, the two guilds down there, they could make this all with ease. It would be no problem for them.
Well, how much of the raw material is actually available?
That's the issue.
Deep iron is produced in the Underdark, and only in the
Right.
Underdark.
But everything right now is under contract with the two companies.
Yes.
It's the Ethereum, I mean.
The deep iron, though, that's just how you make it. So you need deep iron to make Ethereum.
Okay.
And deep iron comes from the Underdark, and that is the only iron. And I'll pull out, like, most of what... I'll point at Steve. Steve is made out of deep iron. This
I understand that.
this iron is the only iron that the Underdark has. And now,
It's everywhere down there, in other words.
yes.
Oh, really? Okay.
It is
So
the...
supply is not an issue until the veins run out, and then they just open new veins.
Yes.
Gotcha. So,
Opening new veins is done easily. It just...
so if it takes 6 to 8 hours for you to have crafted this one, how many times can it cast the assumed spell? Well,
Yes.
I mean,
At
what's-
my
what's the
level,
limit
I
on
was only
uses?
able to do it once a day.
With the sword.
Correct. I'm only able to absorb and cast it once a day.
So
Which-
you have to. So then you still have to use your own innate magical abilities to cast it.
For the majority, yes. But that's, again, my fear is the armor part of this. Is the fact that someone like Calavar
Mm-hmm.
wearing this he could basically tank up front, and then all of a sudden, a big explosion goes off because of the spell that's stored. Meaning he can cause even more damage
Why would he
than
make
one
his
caliber.
armor explode?
It would
A
emanate
figure
from
of
the
s-
armor, Zorlin.
Figure of speech, not
The
him.
explosion from the armor, but the armor would be okay.
Mm. Okay.
She was asking me what Steve was.
Yes,
Steve
my
is
my
Steve.
metal dog.
What is
Steve
Steve?
is a
Steve is the
dog.
steed.
Yes,
And-
so Tiggerput is a deep gnome, so he's about this tall, and which is about the same height as Steve. So he rides on. He's actually on a small creature, and Steve is a medium creature, so he rides on Steve to be a normal-sized person.
Nice. Okay.
So yeah, the fear is the fact that, well, now anybody can use magic and it be part of who they are.
Wasn't that the human's entire goal with the runic abilities?
Yes, but with runes, it's more of the magic user themselves have to be able to cast it. This, no. This, as long as a spell scroll, or someone casts it into the sword or weapon itself, anybody can just use it.
No study required, in other words.
Correct.
What about smaller items? I know you wanted a weapon. Could you conceivably do something like an Ethereum amulet charged with a fireball and just make a suicide bomber out of it?
That would be no issue.
Crap
I
baskets.
think it'd be a lot faster than the
Or a
weapon
marble
itself.
with a slingshot?
Mm-hmm. And
Correct.
suddenly we have nuclear slingshots. Fan-freaking-tastic, guys. Way to go, Sonori.
Again,
I know
it
Cannon doesn't know
wasn't-
what nuclear is, but the point applies.
Again, it is not my fault that I did not keep an eye on him or did not expect him to do this.
Kind
was
of
a
feel like it
forethought.
is.
Yes, okay. You can forethought.
Well, where is Vic now? Can we talk to him about their production plans?
I doubt we'd be able to get to Vic this close to the Arcane Festival, considering this was probably one of the items that was going to be presented was his ship. I doubt he'd have time to come out.
Oh, really?
At least that's what my assumption is, because he was ready to reveal. He was saying that they were getting ready to reveal it, so I'm assuming this big festival's where they were going to do it.
Okay.
I mean, we can message him, but I don't know how much luck we would get,
Okay.
or how much he'd be willing to tell us. So yes, I may have
You accidentally did an arms race, in other words.
essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on top of trying to find if there's
Big kids are talking about.
on top
arms
of
mean
that,
weapons.
Oh, okay.
I have had no luck finding any runes on any of the silver shields, any of the ones that I saw on my friend Merkel. However, they're all wearing armor, and it's hard to tell.
Well, you said that the Eye of Aranci can track magical auras back to a source, right?
I'm able to tell what it is. It's more of, so whenever I put on my eye, I can, if something is attuned to someone, I can see that connection. If someone has a sort of spell, disguise, hidden, I can see them. Let's say, for instance, you have a rune of protection. I can see the protection, but I cannot see who had casted it. I can see what it is.
What about if someone had mental control over someone else? Would that, like an ongoing
I'd
effect?
be able to see the mind control, but I wouldn't be able to tell who had casted it. That's how I was able to tell that Merkel was under this rune.
Okay.
But again, trying to go amongst the crowd throughout my days, it's hard to tell with everyone wearing
That
armor.
rune sounded like a rune of judgment, which is odd. Just something that the magistrates will use on very, very rare occasions that does exactly what it did to your friend Merkel. And maybe it's a false lead, but it may be somebody higher up.
I mean, if you know the rune, and I'll show you, because
Yeah, does Cannon recognize the rune?
You wrote it down.
No, does Cannon recognize it, though?
Oh,
It sounds similar. It makes... Yes, okay, so does it look like...
is that.
Okay. So, yep, that's a rune of judgment. That's not a good sign.
So my friend, after
Did
I
he
broke
do
it,
anything? Did he do anything to deserve going before the magistrates? Like really bad?
That's an excellent question. I met him as a happenstance on trying to find magic, as I seem to be getting myself into a lot recently. Upon finding this one dead arcanist's library section, it was locked, and I happened to have run into him. He was his apprentice.
Did your friend tell you how he got the mark?
No, and when I broke it, I feared I have told whoever it was that the seal was now broken, so he's currently on the run.
Question for Gabriel. Would Tinkerpot be able to create something that could detect this rune within, like, if I point at someone, it could detect the rune on someone?
If you can see it, yeah.
If I can see it, but
Which you could as well, by sight.
Yeah.
Since you.
But if
now
they're
know
wearing a
what's-
collar,
yeah, that's
or
what. Yeah, so I was
armor.
more trying to for the magic of the rune.
I mean, the eye can see the influence.
Okay.
But
I've had no
no.
luck.
And if they have another rune, that
a shielding rune or something.
that would
Which-
pick that up as well. So
which
you
is
might
why-
get mixed signals on.
Which is why the eye is the better option, because they can see everything.
You've already got that basically.
Okay.
He's wondering
That
if he, I get what
plus
he was trying to do though. He was trying to find like a dowsing rod to track down the fucking runes. Like, even if it's hidden, yeah, basically yes.
It would be possible to do, but at your level, trying to distinguish between types of magic with that would be very, very difficult. You'd basically be creating a rod of detect magic, and in Dorsch,
It
going
just
to
overloads.
explode.
It just overloads. And we have another terrorist attack on Tinkerpot's hands.
Oh,
It
speaking
wouldn't be
of
the
which,
first one.
Tinkerpot,
Exactly.
you might want to lay low on explosives. They currently have someone as a suspect for what we did the other night.
Oh, who is it?
I don't know. Let's just say the Silver Shield are ready to put this person to either jail or execution.
Imagine they are. Whoever did it should be.
Yeah. So lay low, please, with the explosions.
Oh, sorry. I forgot for a minute. That was...
Lay low with the explosions, at least for a couple days. At least.
That hurts my brain.
I have something prepared for the festival, but
Does it
it's-
explode?
But it doesn't explode big.
Oh god.
Fix it.
How does it explode small?
Well, it doesn't. It doesn't explode on accident either. It's on purpose, and it's for sure. You know.
Okay. If it's for show, as long as it doesn't look like your canister, then we're fine.
Well, it's sitting on the table over there, and I point
You
at it.
see a large steel box with a hole in the top and several runes carved along the edge of it.
Do I recognize any of the runes just by looking at it?
I'm gonna go sniff it.
Well, there's
Give me
paper.
an
There's a
Arcana
paper
check.
on it, and there's a paper on the table.
That is a
The paper on
31.
it says
31?
don't
Yeah,
touch.
So you,
But then
you've
the paper
spent
on the
enough
table
time
says
with him,
instructions
you
on the
recognize it as snap
Oh, okay.
dragons.
So those kinds of explosions. Fireworks.
yes. This is.
Okay.
And,
That's
and then
fine.
and then I'll say the command word to have it go off.
Cannon's
You see
pistol clears leather in about a
about
quarter of a
20
second.
to 25 snapdragons pop out of this box straight up into the ceiling and burst through the ceiling into, let's see, what's above the kitchen
His
where
place?
you've been working. So that would be Cannon's room, actually.
Oh my god. Zorlin's gonna cast water to begin dousing it.
The snapdragons are unaffected by water, actually.
What the fuck?
It's magical.
Dude!
You goddamn
No,
fool!
drenched her entire room.
Both of y'all stop! The hell?
I'm helping!
No, you're not!
There is,
I'm gonna kill you both!
as that's going
I'm
on,
gonna-
there is also another matter we have to
It
discuss.
closes
I'm gonna kick it out the back door.
You
into
kick
the
the
yard.
box out the back door. Give me a strength check.
Oh god.
This gonna end well. What else is there besides the devastation that just happened to my
No,
room?
okay.
You're paying to fix that, by the way.
It's just easy to fix. I could fix it in the afternoon. No.
Poof, the bed falls into the kitchen.
4.
You sprain your ankle kicking this iron box.
Who designed this?
That's what you mean.
Turn it off!
It is off.
It is turned off.
It only fires 20 to 25 rockets.
Put it outside.
So
I'll pick it up and I will kick it up to my room. I'll deactivate the piece of paper on the table though.
Oh my god.
Alright, so
the other matter. It seems that the Silver Shields are becoming less and less frequent around town. And, what was her name?
Lady Tracy?
There's a rumor that she may be dropping out of the race. But this came right after my, fuck up, so...
Well, and more to the point, a Silver Shield acquaintance of mine asked if we ever go to the north, we tear the orcs a new one. So what happened up north?
So from as far as I know, and so you remember the siege happened at Great Pass, correct?
Mm-hmm.
We had, as a way to try to begin peace with the orcs, opened the pass. Mostly everyone in the Elven Kingdom hated that.
Gee, I wonder why.
Well, again, okay, sorry. One person in particular for sure hated that, which in turn mean that the king who is currently mind-controlled also hated that.
Just Candace had his back over her face again, like she's just crying again.
That was not my fault. Apparently this has been going on for a while.
Cannon's still crying.
So anyways, we opened the pass to make peace talks, and from our initial talks with them, it went fairly well. But again, because we opened it, Great Pass was now seen as a traitor to the kingdom.
Yes, I remember the siege. That's not long before we met.
Yes. From there, since we have left, it seems that a lady by the name of Lady Yume has taken over as taken over essentially. Lord Keller is being seen less frequent, and she has seemed to be taken charge. But the kicker is, for my time working with Lord Keller, I have not seen or nor heard the name.
How long did you work for Keller again?
About 5 years.
That would be odd then. You would never meet his lady.
Considering that I was essentially his emissary, his right hand, his aide, right under Sebastian, yeah. It is a little strange that I have not seen nor heard her name. However, the people that I have talked to who are still there seem to recall her name, but another acquaintance of mine also doesn't recognize her or the name. And he's been there as long, if not longer, than I have.
Wheels within wheels within wheels.
So it seems that something strange is going on around here. And
Could the same guy responsible for mind controlling the Elven Kingdom be doing the same in Great Pass?
no, because we made sure he didn't get in there.
Are you sure?
Him. I don't know about anyone else who works for him, though. But him himself has not. As far as my information goes, he's currently in the Orklands itself.
I wonder if that's got something to do with... I wonder if he stirred up the orcs. If they attacked the Silver Shields, that would explain the tragedy I heard rumors about.
What tragedy?
I couldn't get any more information.
Just a tragedy.
A tragedy involving Lady Silver Shield herself.
And Cal never mentioned anything like that either.
Were you in contact with him?
Not recently, but whenever we found a map inside Vic's ship, He did seem shocked that the Silver Shield emblem with Krail's emblem was spotted all over the Elven Kingdom.
Yeah, you gave me a copy of that map. It was strange. We were supposed to give it to my contact,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not happening now. My contact bailed on the meet.
Strange indeed. So we have the Arcane Festival, a potential riot and war race, and who knows, maybe demons and fiends.
Oh, that would just be nice. At least I have silver bullets and cold iron bullets, and adamantium bullets, and deep iron bullets. Which one goes where again?
Bullets.
They're very handy. Which one goes where again? I always forget. Oh well, you shoot them enough, they'll stop.
Yep. So that's my fun. I need to go pick up something I ordered. So, no, it's not a weapon. I'll walk to go visit, what's his name?
Hans.
Hans.
I didn't assume it was a weapon.
I specifically pointed to, no, it's not a weapon, and walk out.
Yeah,
Can it become a weapon?
No!
Just checking, because you know you accidentally did arms race.
No, I'm not. No.
So, yeah, that's what Sonori did the entire month. You're welcome for 3 full days of being in Rel.
I loved it. It was great. We've got about a minute and a half.
Oh, you already said it's just you.
Well, Ken didn't do a whole hell of a lot besides mind the house and try and glean some information about the Silver Shields, which I've already shared. So
Cool.
Has Zoraya ever gotten back with Billy yet, or no?
You have not had any interaction with Zerai recently.
Okay.
I want to grab another drink before we start. May I have another drink?
go for it.
Thank you.
I don't know, can you?
Look at that, right on time.
It's not even what I asked.
Please tell me you recorded all of this.
I started recording about halfway through, so.
Nice.
Because that was a great lore dump and catch up.
Oh man. Yeah. Whenever I do come back to the house, I am now in like red silk.
Oh.
It's so you know how I don't know if they've ever seen me in like my ambassador form. I'm wearing a lot of purples and golds and stuff like that. Now that is replaced with silk imbued with magic that is connected to my sleeves. And it is red silk with gold that fits Sonori.
When you come
Is
back in,
Sonori
I'm
human
busy
form?
fixing Cannon's room.
Oh. I'm gonna.
No, Cannon chases you out with a pistol.
So
I'm fixing the floor.
Tsunori
Cannon
is
chases you out with a pistol.
outdressing most of the lords or council members or whoever you have seen. That's the level to which this
Yes.
this garment.
I'm going
Yes.
Oh,
to.
jeez.
Like whenever I'm
Well,
in.
don't y'all look fancy? Cannon's trying to figure out who to get to repair the room. She didn't trust Tinkerfoot for a second.
Yeah, and then you'll see me flip my sleeves and I'm in my normal adventuring gear.
So what's with the fancy?
You never know when we have. Well, when I have to play the part.
What part?
You gonna play?
It's of sorts.
Oh, what play is this?
Bomb?
Miss Cannon, could you come to the docks, please?
This ascending?
Yes, and you hear
Okay.
the voice of Lady Silvershield.
Oh.
And bring your friend.
And bring my friend? Okay, just making sure I heard you correctly.
Which friend?
The one that she mentioned bringing in the last meeting that you were there for.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, because we were in the thing.
We were in the bubble, yeah.
No, he was there for.
He was in the bubble.
He wasn't in the bubble.
Because I popped the bubble before he came down. Placed
The arcane,
thumb on
the
table.
arcane
No,
shield.
the meeting.
The
for
Oh,
Cannon
the
and Silvershield.
meeting that I was in the Discord call for, but wasn't actually present for.
I'm caught up now. You're welcome.
All right, so at that point,
What can you say? You're
Cannon's,
welcome.
I'll bring him and I'll be right there.
Maui.
So Cannon just grabs Snorri by the shoulder and says, "Come on, Tinkerfoot, find somebody to fix that, or you're dead." And just drags Snorri out
What
the
are
door.
we, where are we going?
Docks.
Okay.
Let's go.
Tinkerfoot's gonna fix him himself.
After
give
we
me
leave, you're
give
like,
me an artificing check.
That is a 34.
Oh
I
wow.
don't think that she intended to ask you to do that yourself.
You managed to fix the floor just fine, no problem.
Cool.
That doesn't put
All
the-
of her shit is still in the kitchen.
That doesn't fix the water damage. That doesn't fix the bed in the kitchen. You little shit.
Can I make a new bed in
Oh
her?
my god.
With a 34, yeah.
Where are we going, Hannon?
Docks.
Why to the docks?
Contact. Let's go.
What contact?
My contact. My client.
Your boss.
No.
Oh, sorry, your employer.
My employer. Yes. Our employer. The one who gave us the job.
I'm a contractor, so I know how that feels.
All right, lead, go. Let's go.
All right.
You arrive to the Silver Shield headquarters. The repairs are still underway, but nearing completion.
Okay.
The fuck just happened?
Nonchalant. What happened here?
That was weird.
It's a touchy subject. Don't ask him that question. I tried that.
It's fine.
I'll go up. Is Fitz still guarding the door?
Well, Fitz is inside.
Oh, Fitz is inside. Okay.
There's no one at the door.
Okay. Typically. Okay.
So you enter in.
Yep.
You see Fitz off to the corner, working on something. But
I'll wave at him.
He waves back. But you do also see sitting at one of the tables near the back, kind of a dining area, is Tracy Silvershield.
All right. I will take Sonori over and I will make the introduction. So,
Given both of your passive perceptions, I'll just go ahead and tell you. As you are getting close, you see there is an object sitting in front of her. It appears to be a large curved blade that has been rent in half and appears to be scored with burn marks.
what kind of a blade?
Uh,
Are we talking like?
Again, you recognize it as half of Calamar's axe.
Oh, fuck buckets.
And it's at the colony level, right?
That's 96.
So it should just be, be 120.
What?
Wait, hold on. 96.
So
That's cows.
Yes.
Yeah, so yours should be 120.
What happened?
I sent him out under his first command, and he and his troop were ambushed by orcs on their way to the northern border.
Is this when that kid? Oh wait, I'm not unseen. Never mind.
The entire battalion, save one, was slaughtered.
Who was the one?
A scout, barely old enough to hold a sword. Cal put him on his Pegasus and sent him away.
And you're sure it was orcs? That doesn't track.
Doesn't it?
How far up north?
Near the border.
Which part?
With the Orklands?
Like
As
half
far
of
as what I
country's
know,
borders,
there
or
are
borders.
certain entrances through the mountains. Which part of the mountains was
There are no
he at?
mountains between Dorsch and the
So
Orklands.
it's just right there.
Yeah, it's fields.
Gotcha.
It's all fields.
Out of game. That doesn't sound familiar off the top of my head. I thought there were mountains between.
Between
So-
the Orklands and the
Great
Elven
Pass.
Empire.
Oh, in the Elven Empire. Okay,
You're in the southern part of the continent.
gotcha,
I
So
don't have a
right
There's
Printout
no
of
mountains
the
in the
mountains.
southern part of
Okay.
the continent.
gotcha.
Where?
What,
So
where's the
basically,
world
where the
Yeah,
mountain
where's the-
range starts.
map? Should be a tab for the world map.
World Lore?
I don't think it's World War. I thought there was
There should be a map of World War.
in World War.
So, how did you retrieve Cal's weapon?
He gave it to
Okay.
the
What's
scout
the
to
door shut?
defend himself.
I don't think it's the World Map.
Not much left of it.
And it was arcane, so you can imagine what happened to cause this.
I wonder if Fitz was so pissed.
And that is why I wanted to speak with you. I have a quest for you and your party, especially because you were close with him. At least you were, Sonori. And when you are able, as soon as you are able,
Where's that?
I would send you
I just
to
control
the
F.
orphans to find who did this
Just search map.
and bring them to justice. When this election is over, whichever way it goes, I will be leading the charge myself with the mightiest of the Silver Shields, and if I need to bring the wrath of Dorsh's hammer into the Orklands, I will. Now, I am not in such a way as to make a good leader in the moment. And so Tristan Whiteflame was good enough to delay the election for just a little while. We will see what comes of this. But I wanted you to know, and I wanted to see if you would accept this. For Calavar's sake.
The scout who returned, did he explain if the orcs were mad? As in, not
Frenzied?
of their own volition?
He had not had much experience outside of the Isle, so I'm not sure if he would have known the difference.
Because, and forgive my rudeness, but this seems out of character for the orcs.
And I would agree. There's rumor of a new leader within the orc tribes. And if it is true, then we are about to see a new Orklands. And the elves will not be able to stand up against him.
My fear is the fact that this new leader is not of his own mind, so to speak. And I'll look, is
I
it
can
just
tell
her in the
you He
room?
perhaps is. His name is Krevos Kalish. Do either of you speak Orcish?
I think Snorri
Yes.
does. I'm
So
checking.
you and being in Grey Pass, you interacted with a lot of orcs.
Mm-hmm.
You know that orcs often pick common names
Mhm.
to inspire fear and to showcase their strength. Krevos Kalish is Orcish. It means spine eater or devourer of courage. And the fact that he uses an Orcish name tells you where his priorities are.
Are we the only ones in the room, or is there other?
Well, there's silver shields around.
I'll keep the door like a little bit of ajar, but like
You're in
close
like a
it.
cafeteria.
Oh, we're in the cafeteria.
Yeah.
Have you heard the name of Derwin?
The right hand of Lord Eridel.
So to speak. He, let's say, is taking matters into his own hands, and that the king is not of his sound mind.
I could have told you that. Man is 400 years old.
From what Snorri told me, it's not quite as cut and dry as that.
How do you mean?
Sticky fingers and brains. Kind of
You
mean.
think Derwin is influencing him?
Not saying I saw.
Well, I cannot say that the goings on of the Elven Empire is any concern of mine.
Well, this is where it gets messy. There's not just one Derwin.
He has a simulacrum, okay.
He has multiple, what we assume, clones.
Again, I don't see your point.
Last I saw him, he was invading the Orklands.
Good. Perhaps he will be an ally.
Less of an ally and more going for his own, I fear, greedy goal.
I don't care what his goal is. If he is after destroying the orcs, more power to him. In fact, I may seek to reach out. Thank you for that information. That is all the time I have, sadly. I will reach out after the Arcane Festival. I do hope that this news does not damper your celebrations. She stands and puts the axe on her belt where a sword would go, and it appears comically large next to her, but if you know what it is.
Makes sense. Well, from what I remember of Calavar, he was a good man, and he will be sorely missed.
Indeed.
You have our condolences. We won't take up any more of your time.
Thank you.
As we walk in, I turn around. I'm gonna see if I can just pop the eye on Speculus. Speaking in my mind to Speculus, see if you can sense the room as we're walking by, and I take glances at people as we're walking through.
Oh, this is your first time hearing Speculus.
It is.
I see everything.
Particularly the rune that was on our friend Merkel Thorn. The one of mind control.
I don't sense any mind control magic in here.
Take him off. And follow Cannon out.
Alright, I'll clap Fitz on the shoulder and say, that Lady Silvershield's explained to us what happened. If we get a chance to find the culprit, we will try and see justice done.
Good. I know you will.
And then we'll just kind of leave.
As we step out and we're a little bit away from earshot, something's not adding up.
I know.
Have I heard of that guy's name before?
Which guy?
Okay.
The orc.
The orc,
The
yeah.
Spine Eater.
Gotcha.
Okay. Things are getting a lot messier.
Yep.
And
Cannon actually does speak Orcish.
Yeah, then you would know
Yeah.
the translation.
Yeah, because I have 3 extra languages besides Common, and Orcish would naturally be one of them, given that Orcish, Elven, and I don't know what the third one would be. We'll figure that out.
As we're walking back,
I do Abyssal for tieflings, or no.
She's a Dampier.
Well, because they're... I know you are, but there's a lot of tieflings and gnomes indoors.
Oh, okay.
It would be useful for you.
Okay, thank you. Tiefling it is then. Or Abyssal.
as we're walking back, any of the silver shields that I see, do I see them behaving differently towards the orcs in Dorsch?
As you're walking through Dorsch, and as you've been exploring Dorsch over the last 3 weeks, outside of the HQ, you have not seen a single silver shield.
Mm-hmm.
You actually, in your entire time in Dorsch, you have not seen a silver shield outside.
Something's not adding up.
If they decide to bring their hatred outside of the war going on outside of here into this town, there's going to be bloodshed.
Oh, yeah. That had occurred to me.
I don't know who we can trust with that information or who we should warn.
I think that means we're going to have to go north. Once the election's done. Maybe even before. We need to figure out what's going on up there. Because if not us, then who?
Yeah. The moment, according to the dock, our carriage is currently... I feared not able to be completely usable. We don't have any actual reins or constraints to hold the nightmares in place. It is a usable cart, but not for what we have been using it for. And for that, we need to either visit the Feywilds or I can see about some of my friends who have separated to see if they can. And if we meet up north, the best place to meet up would be either at the pass or before.
Sounds like there were problems at the pass, so maybe not the pass.
If we were going north, we'd be going through the Orklands onto the opposite side.
Okay.
There is a couple people I know who, good friends, as my last met, remember them, who would probably be able to sneak them through the pass, but besides that, we have a cart with no actual use.
Fantastic.
And this is as we're walking.
Yeah. So, I don't think the doc would have met Calavar, but Zorlin, I think, was close with him. We need to tell them.
Yep. I fear I need to tell a lot of people. I'll stop to the side for a second, open the journal, and at the top, as I'm writing the person's names, I'm hesitating as I'm writing Master Harold, Roran, and Billy, and Shia Loy, and Chattis, like anyone who had known him. And as I finish their names, take a deep breath and write, Cal is dead. And close the book and continue.
Looking over your shoulder, cancer like that, it's not going to explain much.
At the moment, I fear that an explanation will just muddle the sentiment of loss. If they know the true reason, I fear that they'll be more confused as to what is actually going on in this war rather than, remembering a dear old friend.
Okay. You know them better than I do.
You arrive back to the house in a longer time than it took you the other direction, slowly taking your time.
I think I will find Zorland and speak to him myself.
I'll tell the doc then. You better fix my damn room anywhere. He's going to go join Cal. That was totally out of character. Kenny would not have actually said that.
Okay.
But Peter's thinking that very loudly, though.
Okay. I was like, does Canon actually say that?
No, Cannon wouldn't actually say that.
Okay.
She might still want to kill the doc, but that sentiment's been dampened slightly by losing a buddy.
I'll first go around the house and see if I find Zorland in the gardens or wherever.
Yeah, he's in the garden.
Zorland,
Yes.
I've got some news, and you might wanna take a seat for this.
Oh. Okay.
And I'll
just sit down on the grass right there.
I'll sit next to you. Calavar is dead.
Calavar is dead?
Calavar is dead. It seems that he died in the midst of battle.
This is terrible.
Against the orcs. I knew that you took fond of him, and
Sure.
I mean, from what I could tell.
Oh, okay.
But I thought I'd let you know and make sure that you're okay.
Well, it is still sad to hear.
Yeah. Most definitely.
I'm sorry for your loss.
I didn't know him as well as Roran did. I think Roran is gonna take it one of the hardest.
I think he will.
But he was still a good friend. And I'll pat your shoulder and stand up and go inside.
Where was he?
According to his mother, between the human empire and the orcs, north of here. Apparently, the orcs had come down and had ambushed them on their way up.
But I've seen his physical prowess before. How could any orcs get the upper hand on him like that?
That's where things start getting confusing, because I don't know.
Well, we'll have to be careful going forward.
Extra careful. And I'll walk in.
You find Tinkerput in your room, finishing the lacquer on a new bed frame. And as we've established, he applies lacquer by Steve licking it.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Would that just be called...
This is why I wanted you to post those games, so I could listen to it.
So would that canonically be called liquor?
The only liquor Cannon wants right now is whiskey.
Yeah, we could all take a sip.
So
Yes, I am finishing up here.
not the point, Doc. Not right now. Do you remember Calavar?
Yes, it was fun to travel with.
He was. His mother just informed Sonori and I of his untimely passing
Oh no.
in battle, in an ambush apparently. So we may be heading north before too much longer to for a bit of a reckoning.
Well, they say the greatest death for a warrior is death in battle.
I'd say it's probably better to not die at all.
Well, that is.
But then, I'm not a warrior.
Yes, there is many honors. I accept death as whenever it happens, it happens. So, for the warriors I know, they charge in. They fight with everything, so that if they do die, they have no regrets.
Well, hopefully that was the case. His last act was saving a young scout, so
Then he must have died without any regrets.
I hope so. But I'm going to make sure that whoever's responsible, I think Sonori's on board with this. I'm going to make sure that whoever's responsible is has plenty of regrets before the end.
That's just fair. Well, I know this is sad, so I'll reach into my bag and I'll pull out 2 bottles. This one is for me. This is the Underdark, but if you want, and I'll pull out a glass and put it on an underdresser and pour you a shot.
Kenna just grabs the bottle out of your hand and says, "Please fix the room." And just leaves.
The room is fixed. It's just the bed is finished almost.
Where's the mattress, Doc? And then she just walks out.
I did say frame.
She just walks out with the corked bottle, leaving the one shot glass on the bedside.
The next couple days pass rather somberly. You might share stories together of your adventures and
One of the
remember
nights I
Cal.
will open the journal and see what everyone has said.
Each of them expressing their own regret and condolences. If you two would like to say what Billy or Lauren say.
Rowan's first response would be how, where, and why. Because he and Cal were buddies.
Best friends.
How
Yes, they were.
in battle, where north of Dorsch, why? That's where it gets tricky. Apparently it was an ambush, but that is only the word of the scout he saved.
Tell me when you know more.
I will.
I messaged you what Billy does physically whenever he finds out, but I don't know if Billy actually would respond back.
Okay.
So the next few days pass, and the morning of the 1st arrives. month of Rakshana, month of the sun. As you are waking up in the early morning, you hear drum beats and horns on the street.
Is this the first day of the festival?
It is.
Tinkerfoot would have already been up and out the door as soon
Yeah,
as...
you're probably already setting up.
Yeah, at my booth.
What is that noise?
You are very familiar with this as it happens every year.
And Ken is probably also still hungover. 'Cause she's been drinking heavily.
I get up and
I'm making
look,
tea.
see if I can look out the window where my
drinks
place
hot.
is.
I am making tea in the morning.
And as I yell back into the house, what is this?
Tinkerfoot would have left a note on the door
Festival.
explaining where his booth is.
Loud festival, coffee.
I have tea.
Damn it!
Tea would be great. Basically get all my stuff together, go down. Where's the dock?
As you look around, you see a note hanging on the door that says, Festival, booth at, and some weird coordinate. And that's really all it says.
He was up even earlier than any of us. Okay. Fold it up, place it in my pocket.
Interesting.
So a festival's going on. Have you ever been to one? Or have one of your own, Zorlin?
Well, we have one seasonally in the Druidic Oasis. It's the Harvest Festival, when the leaves begin to fall each season.
Sounds like a delicious festival indeed.
It's very delicious.
Cannon! Are you up?
What?
Are you awake?
Unfortunately, fucking loud festival.
I have some tea for you.
Is it coffee?
No, it is tea.
Why isn't it coffee?
I don't think he knows
Because
how to
I did not make coffee.
Is it chai tea?
No, it's not chai.
Does it? Cannon just takes the cup, just knocks it back.
Steaming hot.
Yes, she doesn't care. Love it.
This is happening all through the streets, is what you're saying, right?
The parade is currently going by your house, yes.
Oh.
Cannon looks longingly at her rifle
I will...
and then puts it aside and watches the parade for a minute.
Do we walk with them?
No, it's for viewing. I think they're... It's almost like they're showing off.
Oh.
Yes. And I'll walk outside to take a look at everything going by. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Well, who is that?
Crap, I didn't prep the sound file.
I'm sorry!
No, it was still good. It was still really good.
I half expected the Prince Ali music to be playing.
No, copyright. Anyways,
Well, I know, but like at least the soundtrack to it, not
Also
not like-
copyrighted.
yeah.
also copyright.
Nobody checks your YouTube account.
YouTube
Damn!
does.
It actually, yeah, YouTube
Yeah,
does.
no. You put in like anything more than 10 seconds of something that's copyright, you get flagged
Thankfully, Kingdom
immediately.
Twitch does it too, but Kingdom Hearts music, I can't like. Even though you can stream the game,
You can't play
Twitch
music.
Twitch takes down your VOD.
Mhm.
So I've started uploading the stuff to YouTube because YouTube won't take down the VOD. Cause
Not
they're-
for games. No.
Yeah.
What does VOD mean?
Video on demand.
So that way people can watch it even not
Anyway.
live.
So,
Are you
Festival.
guys going?
First, I'm gonna watch the parade a bit, and then I think the doc wants us to meet him at his booth. I've got a note from him.
Volume.
So you guys
Cannon is
see
still very,
out
very
the
hungover.
front window, you see drummers, you see fire throwers, you see gymnasts cartwheeling through the streets, huge banners and floats of all kinds. This is a very big event for the city. It is the event of the year. And it takes, if you were to watch the whole thing from start to finish, it would probably take 4 hours to go past your house.
No, I'm spending like maybe 2-3 minutes and going,
This
That's
is
not
interesting.
stopping. Yeah, and it's not stopping. Let's. You said Doc. Let's go see Doc. Away from the noise.
Do
Away
you
from the
know?
noise.
And I'll show you the coordinates. What that means?
Grab and drag. Away from the noise, please.
So you all go to the Arcane Festival over in the Artificers Park. There you see booths set up all over, and they seem to be featuring different magics, new runes, artificing machinery that has been created over the last year. Following how each of the booths are marked, you're able to put together where to go to find Dr. T's booth. You want to describe your booth and what you have on display?
So the booth is Underdark themed. So we didn't really discuss how that got handled.
I figured you would describe it.
So basically there is a lot of like different, a little flora from the Underdark, some mushrooms, glowing stuff, iron, it's rocks, very just like, as if you're going through a mine. But then in the center of it stands a giant metal horse. That is the
there's two of them
center of the entire exhibit. That Tiggerput is, and in front of the booths, there's two of those boxes that you saw the other day. And Tiggerput says a word, and just the fireworks shoot up in the air.
there's two of them now.
I lean over to Cal and whisper, I'm surprised he's able to keep those ores. Because you said they were decorated with irons and stuff around?
Rocks.
They're
and
painted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was the lady who helped I can't remember her name right now. Is she in the booth with us?
Yeah, she's there with you.
Yeah.
So who's in there with you?
I don't
Really?
Don't have to say the name, but you can describe
my
her.
brain.
Her name is.
My brain
Oh, so
is.
you forgot her name too. That's cool.
I was
Just like
hoping
Connor's
you would.
ex-girlfriend.
No, my.
Whoa. That's why I give him numbers.
I don't know why I'm blanking on the names, but it's been
Just
It's
for
been
the
a
horror
hot
of that
minute.
comment.
What I do? No, but I actually remember most of their names.
Especially the ones that repeated.
Yeah, they were real easy to remember their names.
Yeah, we got that part.
Okay.
So there's a horse in the middle of your booth.
yes.
But there's another mechanical
Felicity,
beast.
there we go.
Felicity, yeah.
I'm going to look over to Zorlin
You guys
after we
looked
look
really
at the
hard
horse.
for that name.
I'm going to look over to Zorlin as now we see a metal horse.
I'm
What race is Felicity? I
I'm
don't
basically
really know.
trying.
Do you know? Okay, yeah.
I'm basically trying not to make eye contact with it. It makes me feel really uncomfortable.
Zorlin, how you holding up?
I don't like fire, and I don't like fake animals.
Oh, you guys also see that chain that was on the table the other day attached to the horse as he's explaining it, he kind of like as he's like explaining it to people, he's like telling them to pull on the chain to try to test their strength against the horse.
Lean over to Cal. Or Cannon.
Oh my
That
god.
Jackass.
Too soon.
Sorry. That jackass. That was just a chain.
This is the second time you've used Cal's name instead of Cannon.
Starts with a K.
So, do you guys want to look at what else is there?
Once we got to there, I would have popped my eye
Uh-huh.
and just every now and then blip in and out. As
Give me a will save. Or sorry, a Constitution save.
Motherfuck. Stop it with these saves. 22.
22.
Cackle laugh
Um,
is so funny.
You.
I'm not on RNG dice, okay? I have
So
an actual
you
dice.
See, you see, like, the whole area is glowing with magic. There are some things that are invisible, popping in and out of visibility. It's a lot.
I figured it would be. That's why I'm saying in and out on like 10, 15-minute increments, so that way I'm not like always with the eye.
It's funny.
But just to like glance at all these things.
So Cannon would be kind of wandering, after seeing Tinkerput's exhibit, would be wandering around looking for something that might be useful in her endeavors. You know,
Okay.
like a special optic that might expand the range on her rifle,
Okay.
or some kind of new tech for speed loaders for her revolver, something like that, or just something fun or exciting. Doesn't have to be deliberately based around combat, but that's just kind of where her head goes first.
For sure.
What's useful and then what's fun.
You find someone who made a expandable tripod that can mount a rifle. So you can go from prone to mounted on any size or orientation of surface.
Oh, fantastic.
Now these are all prototypes, they're not necessarily
Yeah.
for sale at the moment.
No, but it gives me something to watch the market for in the next couple of months.
After going in, seeing the booth, I'm gonna lean over to Kanan and be like, "Do you know if Dorshik Industries or Van Hertz is here?"
It should
They
be.
are the showstoppers.
Yeah, they should be near the center then, wouldn't they?
Yep.
Does that out of game? Does that imply that they will? Well, I guess it's partially in game. Does that imply that they would have like a scheduled presentation time as opposed to a
They
standing booth?
do.
Okay.
Their show is at noon, and they like to go head to head.
So like, you see one or you see the other. You don't see them side by side.
Usually they like to do. They'll flip for who goes first.
Okay.
And they're trying to outdo each other every year. They have on the outside a very friendly competition.
On the outside, we don't
On
know
the
about
outside,
the inside.
most people are aware that it's not.
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay. What time is it now?
By the time you got to Artificers Park, looked at his display, and walked around, it's probably about 11:15 now.
Okay, so I'll checking the time. I don't know. Are watches a thing? And
You know how to measure time.
that's what I was asking. Is like, would Cannon be checking a watch, or would she be measuring time from the sun?
You're probably measuring time by the sun.
Okay, cool.
Well, actually,
Tiny
hang
little
on.
sundial on your wrist.
Actually, there is someone who is showcasing a portable sundial that will tell you the time no matter
Oh
the
my
orientation
God.
of the sun or the watch.
That's awesome.
How well is my booth doing?
So usually it's rated by viewership. You have seen quite a few farmers who are very interested in your horse.
Which is who I actually was thinking about, like, trying to promote this to his farmers and stuff like that.
Right. At one point, Crowley even comes by and is like, "Ooh, that could be very useful."
It's just what I built it for.
Yes, you were right. It was definitely worth waiting for. I will come back sometime and see more.
I'll relay about the noontime thing that it's going to be about 40 minutes or so before
Gotcha.
Dorshik Industries and the Van Hertz go head to head.
Do they do that every year?
Uh-huh. Not a good time to be hungover.
Oh god. As we're walking around, I was also going to say, do I see anyone trying to like look at the sword that I have? No.
No.
Isn't it in the sheet?
Everyone's
It is in the
eyes
sheath.
are. If you don't have a booth, they're not looking. At
Okay.
you.
Yes, I do have a sheath, and there's something special with the sheath. I'm just seeing if there was anyone who, like, as we're walking by, is also trying to check people out as kind of like
Looking
what
for
they're-
marks or whatever.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Then before the time comes up, I'm gonna go grab some food. I'm assuming you might want some food to help with
Coffee.
your.
Coffee.
As you say coffee, you turn and you see Shia Altona's booth.
Beeline. Right to it.
Where's he? Where's she? And I'm a follow out of curiosity. Follow Cannon to.
You see a Shia
Mhm.
who has several other people working behind her, who is handing out coffee and seems to be talking very enthusiastically.
Cannon just, like, around the edge of the line, walks up front and waves.
Hey, come back here! It's the same guy.
That's the last time.
Shia
Cannon-
Altona sees you. Hello, Cannon!
Coffee, please. Please.
Yes, absolutely. Here you are, my Shia. What? It is the honey coffee.
What are you drinking?
Coffee.
Would you like one?
Thank you.
There you are, Mashaya.
Friend
Watch
Sonori.
Sonori be allergic to coffee.
I'm gonna smell it first. Allergic to coffee.
Listen, I'm allergic to coffee.
And take a sip of it.
So it is up front, very bitter and creamy, like a rich dark chocolate, and then you get this subtle weave of honey throughout, and it ends with this light, beautiful, frothy foam.
This is interesting.
Coffee.
I'll look over to the Shia. Is she an addict?
She's in my shop every day.
That says two things. One, she is an addict, and two, you have good coffee.
Good coffee.
The best indoors.
Good coffee.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just
Ken
now
just
we're
kind of holds the cup up and bows a couple of times, like she's just so glad.
just throughout the entire rest of the hour, just sipping on it as we're.
So you guys walk around a little bit more, see some interesting things, some things that you're like, why? What? And eventually people start to take a seat in the rows of chairs in the center of the Artificers Park. Before you are two stages. On one side, it appears to be empty except for a couple people, and on the other side, there are about 10 people, and they have a large wooden box.
Do people in their booths usually close down their booths to go see this, or?
You can choose to. Since you have Felicity with you, she can man the booth.
Okay.
And she was with you through the creation process, so she understands the mechanism to be able to explain it to people.
Okay. Alright, I'll probably go, and as I go over there, I'm gonna send Tails up into the air so that way I can possibly see through Tails and possibly get like a different eyes view.
Alright. So, as everyone sits down and the noon bell chimes, you see you're sitting in front of the Citadel, and up in a platform above, you see an older wizened man step forward. Behind him are several people. Go and give me perception checks.
They have bells here too, like the Underdark. No.
30.
That sucked.
31.
31?
I only rolled a 10.
It was largely for Zorlin and for Tsunori.
19.
24.
You rolled a 10 and rolled a 31.
So behind him, you see
I see
a
things and I shoot people. That's what I do.
middle-aged, slightly older than middle-aged woman dressed in rich blue robes. And to the other side of him, you see a what looks like a half-elf male as well. And behind him, you see Sego.
I don't know Sego though.
You met Sego in the Tomb of Aransi. He was the one who fought Calavar in the dream.
Oh, he was that dick.
Does
Us,
he,
we don't know who
We
Sego
don't know who
is.
Sego is at all.
Does he
Stegosaurus,
notice
my bad.
us?
Yes. Yes.
The older man steps forward. He raises a hand and says, "Welcome all to the Arcane Festival. First and foremost, the coin flip. The Von Hertz will go first." And you hear a loud roar of cheering.
As the cheering goes on, I'm gonna lean to Cannon and go, you know how I joked around fiends? That actually may not be a joke at the moment. And I'll
You
hate
know that
you
the
s-
person speaking is Tulip Crane.
okay.
Do I know that?
Yes.
Oh, that's Tulip Crail.
Tulip who?
Why is
I thought it was Tulip as well,
Wait.
but it's Tulip.
Fiend? Fiend. Cannon's trying to keep her voice down at this point. Like actual Fiend?
last time me and him met, I kind of threw him back to his plane.
Well, it
But I'll like have my mouth covered as I'm doing that.
It didn't take.
Obviously not.
As
Why is he behind Krail?
as you are discussing, you hear a loud boom and crash off to the left-hand side, which is over near the bay. And everyone looks over and you hear gasps as a ship comes flying past the Citadel.
Cannon drops her coffee cup.
Is this the first time I'm seeing the ship?
Yes.
This is
It's
amazing.
magnificent.
Is there any different look to it?
It fresh paint job.
Okay.
Other than that, the Sparrow is a sleek vessel.
Oh, is that its name?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not.
With
I didn't either.
broad wings that appear to be. Well, actually, no. You would see something different. As you are looking at it, you see the very bottom trim, is plated with deep iron.
Okay.
Deep iron or Ethereum?
This distance is too far to tell.
That bastard did it.
Why is the boat in the air?
As it settles down towards the platform, you see a wind gust come out, and the boat hovers about 10 feet off the ground. You see two men leap over the edge, hanging by ropes, and sink their way down. One of them you see is Vic. The other one is a older version of Vic.
Why is the boat not in the water?
I'll chuckle and be like, so they designed this and it's incredible, but look at the bottom. And I'll like,
Alright, so I want to perception that shit.
Okay.
Can I get some of these pens?
Oh, it's only a 25.
No, they didn't
you
let
see
me have
Is
it.
it Ethereum?
It's deep iron.
It's deep iron, not Ethereum. Okay.
I'll be like,
Alright, you're going to
Vic
timeout.
isn't going to sell it, trust me.
You're going to timeout. You're
I
my
saw
favorite dice 'cause
it
you're
was a
pretty, but you're going to
gust
timeout.
of wind that came out, not like if it was ship
It was a
was
gust
like
of wind. As this happens, you hear the older Von Hert begin to speak. He says, "May I introduce the Sparrow, the pride and joy of the Von Hertz Guild." Everyone cheers.
The Jack Sparrow?
This will revolutionize travel across the continent. No need for water, rivers, oceans. Who has the time? Everyone laughs. And he finishes his speech.
Are we all forced to laugh, or does
No.
everyone just laugh
No.
naturally?
He did not cast hideous laughter on him.
Listen, I was just curious because I take
The
a
way
bit
shit's
of
been
note
going.
laugh.
The way shit's been going.
The next one, on the next stage, an older man steps forward as well and says, "Oh, well, flying ships are one thing for sure, Von Hertz. But what of new life?" The box crashes open, and standing before you, you see a armored figure in bright, shining blue metal, and where skin should be, it is purple metal. He steps behind the figure, tinkers around the spine for a moment, and you see the eyes glow green. "Hello, Dorshik Industries Organism Model 01. Introduce yourself, please."
Hi, it's me, Dia.
It was Dio all along.
JoJo reference and everything.
Yep.
Dio is a brand new state-of-the-art technology that can help to defend the country from any onslaught. And as a test of how great Dio can be, You see a bolt of fire in his hand, and he casts it at you.
Okay. What do I do as a character, as a person?
Do what?
What do I do as Megan?
You don't have to. do anything.
Okay.
You can use your reaction to absorb it.
Okay, I do that then.
Okay.
I'm gonna-
And then you can use your action to send it back up.
I send it back to him.
You send it back to him, and he seems to catch it in his hand.
I'm gonna send Tails closer into this presentation.
Okay, as Tails gets
It's
within
really cool.
about 30 feet of the
Stage.
thank you, he powers down and drops to the ground. Please, no additional artifacts while we are featuring our own.
I'm gonna port Tails back to my hand.
Dio, what is your mission?
To protect, to fight, and I have one more.
Survive was your
Survive, yes. Thank you.
wonderful, and if that is not life, then I do not know what is.
I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna walk away.
Now, as a true show of what Dio is capable of, we have enrolled Dio into the Adventurers Metal Tournament of Champions. And as it happens, the 5-person party requirement was not met by one party. And so, Great Pass Adventuring Party, are you here?
Oh god damn! I turn around. Yes.
Cannon just kind of really sheepishly raises her hand.
And this is
I'm gonna raise
this is
my
the
hand.
old guy saying it,
Yeah.
right? Yes, we are, and I'll stand up.
Wonderful! Dio will be joining you in the pits in 2 days' time to fight the challenges of the Adventurers Metal. And everyone cheers.
Wait, were we the only party that signed up?
No, there are 4 other parties, but you're the only ones who didn't meet the personages.
Oh,
As,
Then you need to have a 5-person team.
as he calls out, I'm gonna look up
Mhm.
to Sego.
Okay.
Is he looking at us now?
No,
No. Okay. He's just up there.
no. Yeah, he's just standing guard, it looks like.
And I'll just look down, and I was like, "Wonderful. We will hopefully showcase its
Do we have
potential.
to
We
You
will
do not
hope.
have to participate, but your team has signed up.
accept your robot?
Robot is a term, yes.
We will most graciously accept, and we will hopefully showcase its true potential.
It's not a real person.
Wonderful!
I'm gonna take my hammer out and hit Zorlin in the knee as
I have
hard as
walked
possible.
half a crowd away.
Yeah, he's already like
Before,
he's
like,
out.
He's
I'm-
gone.
I'm half
He's
a
just
crowd away.
bellowing
I'm gonna
insults.
use magic missile on Zorlin.
God damn it.
Rolling it. Well, it
just
automatically-
God.
Ah, well, I see we have some work to do on your party. They're the new ones, right? Alright.
You just get punched by a bunch of magic.
Well, you will see Dio's full capabilities in the pits. And everyone shouts.
Wait, why are we fighting with? And so this is to Sonori, since he's magic missiling Zorlin in the ass, and Zorlin's being magic missiled, so only Sonori is paying attention. It's like, wait, aren't we supposed to be friends with Vic? Why are we fighting with the other guys?
No, we're not fighting Vic. We have, and remember, we entered into the we sort of pseudo entered into the tournament, and I kind of forgot while doing research. So
Yeah.
it's not that we're fighting Vic; we're fighting other adventurers.
Right. Well, okay. How does actually Kenan would know how this thing works?
You know how this works. You're not fighting other parties. There are beasts or obstacles.
So it's
that
kind
are,
of like the maze challenge, the sunlight games or whatever from the D&D movie.
Yes, very much so.
Okay, so I'll explain that to Sonori, that we're actually fighting challenges, not other adventuring parties.
That would help. Yes.
21 points of damage to you.
Yeah, and the
There's
implication
gonna
is
be
that
there's
Dio
gonna
is
be a
going
rest
to be the
between now and
fifth
then,
person.
anyways.
I know, but I was
as-
learning you how much
As he finishes saying that, can I say, do we have time to meet with?
You have
your-
2 days, please. Right this way.
I have
Uh,
He
boots to
invites you up on the stage.
I'm just
Oh,
gonna
God,
skull
okay.
drag Tinkerfoot and keep him from doing other shenanigans.
I'm like, I have booth.
You'll get back to your booth.
I'm
in
gonna-
a
Skull
few
Dragon
days.
Tinkerfoot.
I'm gonna slowly walk up there with my
and
wolf.
I'll walk up to the stage.
The Grey Pass Adventuring Party, everyone! And there's some cheering.
Hat down
and
low.
you are
Sonori.
Sunori. And you are.
Cannon.
And you, sir.
I am Salonius Garland Hismoticaput Z4th. You can see me at this booth, and I shout out my booth number. We have great invention there to see.
Dr. Tinkerfoot.
We may have a new employee for the Dorshik Industries when this is over, if your booth is anything. And you, sir.
Very sheepishly, I'll, give my bow a little shorter than usual. I am Zorlin Grimold of the Way of the Leaf.
Zolan Grimold, the Way of the Leaf, long way from home, Way of the Leaf. And this is your Grey Pass Adventuring Party with Dio. Come see them at the Adventurer's Metal in 2 days' time. And at that,
I just put that in
you,
Discord.
with your high passive perceptions, notice you're standing on a teleportation circle.
Oh, son of a fuck.
No.
You find yourselves in a coliseum.
Wait, did it time skip us too?
No.
Oh.
Well, not so far as you're aware.
I has booth to get to.
Your booth will be fine. It seemed that Felicity was running it better anyways.
Cannon just starts to snigger.
I'm gonna take out the hammer and I'm gonna hit him in the knee.
I'm not dodging it. I'll take it.
Roll a strength.
That was crap. But my BAB is at least decent.
Yeah,
that's
but your strength is garbage.
14 to hit.
What's your AC?
Oh, definitely misses.
Oh, yeah. So,
I'm just imagining him
is it just a
swing.
5, or is the scientist also there?
Wait, if he's not even attempting to dodge and they're not in combat, wouldn't it be an auto connect?
oh yeah, it would be an automatic hit. So roll 1d4 plus your strength.
Is this for the hammer? The
Hammer blow.
one hammer I have.
I was just imagining
One
Snorri
point of
just holding a
damage.
hand out like a kid, and Tinkerfoot's just swinging his hammer through the air.
So
Yes, I have a -1 to my strength.
You don't see the person
Actually-
who is announcing, but you do see a
Wait, no, it'd be different.
you do see a human this one's gnomish person dressed in several robes standing in front of you, and they go, well, are you ready?
No.
Begin your training?
Training?
Oh, we get a training montage.
You get to train with Dio,
Oh.
I
so
forgot,
that Dio may learn some skills and how to play with a team.
I forgot that it's a magic weapon, so that's actually 9 points of damage.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, again, I wasn't dodging it.
Means I have to jot down the damage that you did to me earlier.
21.
We'll do something simple first to make sure that you can get a handle on each other.
Will this take long?
Shh, Doc.
It will take as long as it needs.
I
Do
has-
you have somewhere that you need to be?
Yes, I is running booth.
Oh, you were running a booth. Well, if that's so important to you, I suppose we can send you elsewhere if you'd rather. But if you don't want to partake in the Adventurer's Medal and get the 10,000 gold reward for winning, then I suppose that is your business.
I will be here for.
But do know that if you don't play, then your party does not meet the people minimum, and you cannot actually participate as a whole unless
Please don't. Please do
In,
not.
entirely risk
in short
everything.
terms, Dr. T, he's saying you have to be here.
Please do not give
I'm
us
not
another
saying
robot.
such a thing. If there is
I'm
another
going to
party
s-
that you would recommend.
I'm going to start cursing him out in Underdark.
He responds in Underdark. That kind of language is not needed here.
I continue cursing him out.
It's like, do you just gonna look at him after he says that?
I'm gonna just throw my hands up in the air, curse him out. I'm gonna start pacing around the entire party, cursing out this one group.
Does Cannon have her rifle?
Did you bring it?
I would have if it was allowed, because it's usually in a sack that's hung over her back like a pole,
so
like
weapons
a pole.
are allowed
Okay.
at the Artificer's Park because there are often, like you saw the tripod,
Yeah.
that you need to make sure fit or can be custom
Yeah.
designed, that kind of thing.
Okay,
So they
yes, I do
usually
have my rifle.
allow weapons.
Okay.
So probably check it and mark it.
Yeah, just
It
tag
has
it.
a tag around the trigger, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I can. That's easy enough to cut off. I do have a dagger.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this thing.
Is it just him here, or are there other people?
So give me a perception check.
Can Dio also
Why am I rolling
18.
garbage?
Can Dio also check?
Yeah. Roll perception check.
Well,
You gotta actually put it in
Yeah,
the
you gotta-
tray.
22.
You gotta do the thing with the thing.
Do the thing with the thing?
Do the thing with the thing.
I haven't seen these before.
No, so you
Just
drop.
Drop it. Just
Put it on a
drop it in
flat
the top.
surface.
Well, that's you won't be the top.
Drop it through
Oh,
the top.
her die is
Oh, your
too
dice is
big.
too big. Okay, that's the problem.
It's too big. That's what she said.
Shut up, Gabriel.
Oh, okay. Bless you.
Gesundheit.
Gesundheit.
Again.
Bless you.
Gesundheit. I will preemptively tell you
If you don't
Gesundheit,
see
so you
perception,
sneeze.
skill is wisdom.
No, I
total.
can see perception. 16.
16. Yeah, you guys look around and you see in the stands
That works.
are several people. They appear to be also dressed in the wizard's cloaks. What did you roll?
18.
Yeah, you see the same.
24.
20.
23.
Yeah, you all see it.
Yeah.
Well, do you have any questions, comments, concerns before we get started?
Yeah, am I required to work with this thing?
You are not, but again, if you and your friend would prefer to do other things, then your party would forfeit. And it is a 10,000 gold reward, so I do not understand why you would not want to take that.
Excuse me, about Dio. We saw a demonstration earlier of it being able to absorb.
Oh, yes,
and-
thank you for reminding me. He goes over to you and takes off the plate that was on you, covering your actual armor. It looks exactly the same, and he discards the spent Ethereum.
Huh.
Can I grab that spent Ethereum?
Is
You
it,
can
or is
try.
it one-time use?
Oh, so it is a magical metal that can absorb one spell and then release it once per day. And Dio has this plated on Dio, so it is very useful. But since it can only expel once per day, we needed to be able to
Like
do
a
it
cannon
multiple
needs to
times.
reload.
Oh.
Yes,
I-
cannon
I
does
am
need
gonna
to
try and
reload
grab-
repeatedly.
Because
Especially
it seemed
lately.
like he threw it off to the side. Did he toss it to someone else, or what did he?
He tossed it kind of this wall over here.
I'll go over and grab it. And
What are you doing?
this is metal. It is fascinating. I am maker. Are you fascinated?
Yeah. If you'd like to work with Dorshik Industries, you can get access to quite a lot of it.
This is from the Underdark.
It was made by Dorshik Industries. Sold to us by the Underdark. That is true.
Yes, I am from Underdark. I can make this whenever.
But you haven't yet.
Yes, because I just found out how to make it. I can make
You
it.
know how to make it.
Oh dear God!
You know how to make a cereal.
I could guess, and that's
Oh,
why.
really? And how might you make it?
With precision.
Oh,
Think before you talk shit.
he leans into you, and you're on Steve, right?
Yeah.
So he's looking up at you, and he says, "If you were a wise gnome, you would keep your mouth shut about things you do not understand. But if you wish to have more information, come to Dorshik Industries tonight, and I will show you some things that will blow your mind."
Okay.
And he takes the plate from you.
Yoink.
Looking over Dio, is this the only plate that's made out of Ethereum?
Her entire armor is Ethereum. Are you ready for your
Sure.
first challenge?
Challenge? I thought the challenge was 2 days from now.
No, that's the tournament.
Oh.
This is training.
You are training. Dio
Okay.
needs practice.
I like how he's looking at the shelf full of things, and I'm just like, what is he going to
Oh, God,
grab?
what is he gonna grab? Almost a
I have so many options.
I'm gonna
It's
go
so
pee really quick.
wonderful.
And there's more in the boxes too.
I know. I haven't even cracked open the box yet. All right.
I'm just
So,
curious.
if y'all want to talk, figure out a strat, talk to Dio about what Dio might be capable of.
I shoot from long range. And I pull out my crossbow. No, I shoot.
You
I shoot.
Oh.
I'm gonna point the crossbow at a wall with no one in my path and shoot the crossbow.
I like that you
Is
clarify.
it gonna ricochet?
And the crossbow hits the wall and disappears. The bolt hits the wall, then disappears. And the crossbow reloads itself. That's what I do. I shoot. And I shoot again. A wall with no one on it where no one would be hit.
Appreciate the clarification.
Yep.
I also have special arrow, but those special arrow happen later.
The special arrow happened not at
Hey,
all.
GM.
Sir.
While you're searching for that,
Uh-huh.
as I get behind the party as they're talking and everything, I'm gonna look over to Dio and cast Find Fault. So basically, I'm learning any weaknesses or instances that are on the automaton, essentially.
Gotcha. Go ahead and roll.
It is immediate, as if I had casted a natural 20 plus caster level.
Gotcha. So,
Automatic 32 plus what's your charisma 7?
you
5. So automatic 37.
yeah. So you look at Dio, and what kind of fault are you looking?
So, because I know whenever I made the Ethereum sword, we did it as slow and steady to make sure there was nothing wrong with it.
Right.
I'm seeing if this was basically almost like a rush job, if there's any actual weaknesses to the automaton, whether that be that the body
So,
itself is not set properly.
So you aside from Steve,
Mhm.
you have had no interactions with automatons. So trying to find a fault in her functionality is rather difficult. But looking at the Ethereum, it is the same glinting blue that your sword is.
Would I be able to tell? She's a warforged. I'm going.
Yes.
So I could just tell that she's made similar to the process how I've made Steve and the horse. She's the same, but with intelligence rather than them not having a true intelligence.
Right. Which to you would be the big mystery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How do they create something that thinks for itself?
I don't.
You haven't proven that Dio can think for herself.
Oh,
You
pardon my offense.
don't think for yourself?
No, I was not programmed to. I was not designed to.
I'll look over to
Roll
the...
an insight check. And
Roll
you
high.
roll me a bluff check.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
That's plus your charisma.
Ooh, not good. That was not perfect group. 13.
23.
Dio does not seem to be telling you everything. From as much as a flat face can tell you,
Mm-hmm.
I was
The
not
tone
designed.
of
the tone, the wording, yeah, there might be something else.
Well, I apologize if I granted any offense, Dio.
I cannot take offense.
So hoping to catch her out.
So the training
Yes, you're ready.
Sure.
as ready as we'll ever be.
Wonderful. He steps into what looks like an arcane door that appears next to him and is gone. And then you hear and from the very center appears an iron golem. Now, actually, you guys can't see that. Right here is a tower that is 2 floors tall. Right here is a wall that is about 6 feet tall, and then a small tower that stands about 8 feet up.
Okay.
So we possibly could see because it's probably bigger than 6 feet tall.
Yeah, you can see the
top of it.
the top wings. Yeah.
That is really big.
Yep. I'm assuming we're gonna have to fight it.
This is a GM question. Would Dio have any like pre-programmed like information on any other species of monsters, or is it just like, haha, something all
Give
new?
me an intelligence check.
17.
You do have pre-programmed knowledge of the basic races, but as far as monsters and that kind of thing, not really. That would be an expansive database, and you're still a little young for that.
I guess we're gonna fight it, Cannon. You need to go up the tower.
Grapnel all the way up.
I will go with the cannon.
All right. So go ahead and everyone roll me initiative.
Oh, yay. First good roll of the night.
Oh no. Tell me Zorland rolled better. Someone else.
So there should be a... Did he build this
What'd you
in-
get total?
11.
Let's just say INIT.
A little bit better.
What'd you roll?
It's mostly built in
It's
Pathfinder.
INT, not INIT. But initiative should just be your dex plus a d20 roll.
Okay.
So your dex is -1.
So
So
17.
okay. So he'll call out numbers.
Yeah,
and
he's
count
gonna call out the numbers.
All right. So,
Zorland roll.
35.
Natural fucking 20.
them. Nice.
So what is that total?
26.
Okay.
Well, that's not. Oh yeah, we nerfed your
Yeah,
initiative.
the
That's
nerfed
right.
initiative to
Yeah.
make it not be
I'm
72.
not getting a 46 right now.
30. So 25.
I had 28.
He had 26, but he had the not 20.
Okay.
So I don't know if you
So
can
No,
do
I
that.
had 28 though.
It was Cannon, and then
Zorland.
24, 23, 22, 21, 19, 18, 17.
You missed 20.
Did I?
Yes.
You did.
Oh, you're right.
Going from 21 to 19.
17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11,
Hello.
10. Okay. Cannon, you're up first.
Alright, so did I have time to grapnel up to the tower top before the initiative roll?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Boop. Tell me a little bit about what I see.
So you see actually a construct very similar to what you had seen in the temple or the Tower of Raksha.
Oh, well, crap. Okay. That's what I see.
That's what you see.
That's
It's
what I see.
standing in the middle. It appears to be a conglomerate of shields and metals that have been bound together, some rocks to fill in pieces, in great iron fence sticking out the back of it like wings.
I'm gonna, since talking is a free action, I'm gonna shout out, are we supposed to beat this thing?
Yes.
Ideally.
Okay. So I'm gonna shoot it. Because I'm fairly one note when it comes to combat. But I'm gonna spend, instead of shooting it a bunch of times, I'm gonna spend a grip point and try and conglomerate all my shots into one shot.
Okay.
Which means I roll 3 times and all the damage gets added together.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. Alright, I'm guessing a natural 18 is going to hit it since it's a touch attack. I have a plus 19. So that's a 37 to hit.
Yes, 37 does hit.
Okay. Just checking. That's another. I love this dice. That's another 18, and that's the third 18 in a row on this die.
That hits.
Okay. And then last one. Oh, no, that's a 13. No, total 13.
Oh, total. That does not hit.
Jesus.
Yeah, 18, 4.
Apparently, I have 4th level spells that I completely forgot to
Oops.
add.
Where's roll damage for
Feel
those 2
better.
shots that
I
hit?
haven't used half
yep.
of my magic in all of the time I've been in this campaign.
Yeah, I gotta find the D8s now. I wasn't expecting combat. So, let's get all the D8s out.
You weren't expecting combat, man. This is D&D.
2,
Not every session has to be about combat.
I know.
6,
But I'm introducing Warforged.
You right.
And
Right.
with her class, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Ideally.
Yeah.
I need 2 more.
What?
D8s. I got it.
Okay.
Damn.
Is what Cannon does. It's alright. 10, 20, 31, 41, 52, 54, plus 19 times plus 38. So 54 and 38 is 80 something or another.
54 and 38.
Yeah,
That'd be
82.
82.
So 82 points of damage.
As it hits,
Oh, sorry, 83 because I'm using a deep iron bullet.
gotcha. So as it hits, you see the golem sway slightly. It doesn't seem as effective as you thought it might be.
Okay, so... Alright, that should have done some damage, and it doesn't look like it did, so heads up, guys.
Alright, Zorlin, it is your turn.
I am going to have my... I'm going to... How... is there a ceiling in here?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna have Zorlin turn into a hawk
Okay.
and fly forward and hover above. And I'm going to have my wolf run around this way to begin flanking. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. And to take full sprint.
Thank you.
Well, I'll be able to do it twice. One. Is this... What is this? Like a hill?
That's water.
Water? Okay.
Water trap.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He's
6,
touching near the water?
7, 8. Near the water, yeah.
Yep. Alright. As he gets near, have him roll a reflex save.
Okay.
Oh no.
So I never took the wolf out of 2E,
Fine.
so that's a 19.
It's fine. That works.
Okay.
It's not 37, so...
I
on a
rolled it.
save, much less as opposed to a skill roll. 'Cause
He rolled
I know
low.
Yeah, still.
with that 19. He rolled really low.
My reflex is plus 19, dude, because I'm so
Oh.
stacked for dex, so...
Yeah.
That's fair.
My wolf is not stacked for it. In fact, the wolf is supposed to be kind of weak.
So as you are,
What are you looking for, Gabriel?
I think you got it.
Okay.
As he runs past, oh yeah, that's perfect. He barely misses a bite coming out of the water.
Oh,
shit.
a little wormling.
And it's going to retreat back in the water.
Gotcha.
Okay. So, next it is the golem's turn. He is going to... Perfect. So he is going to run here and crouch behind that wall and do something that only Zorlin can see. So give me a perception.
Yeah. Woo! 36.
He picks up a boulder.
Crap.
Um,
I know Cannon doesn't know that, but Peter knows that. So Peter's
gonna-
saying crap.
I'm gonna message to Cannon. He's picking up a boulder.
Crap.
Next, it is Dio.
Okay.
All you saw was these large iron bars, and they suddenly got really close behind this wall and Now you just see the tops of them over this wall.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna draw my greatsword.
Cool.
That's right. I've heard I'd like to reach. I don't know if that's a reaction thing or.
It is a bonus action.
Okay.
I would like to reach.
So, those of you who are still near Dio, which is
Okay.
Dr. T and
Well, I ran up the
Sunori.
tower. I went to run up the tower. I
It
didn't know.
hasn't been your turn yet. Oh, you did that on
the
on the
Played a
open.
warlock before?
Okay.
Yes,
So,
so
we'll
like-
say you're in the
Combat
tower.
wasn't a thing.
So Sunori,
You're gonna
you
have a
see
great time.
Great.
Dio, the light from its eyes and appears to come out from the rest of its body as the armor shifts slightly and seems to expand. You are now raging.
Okay. Guess I'm gonna start running over.
I guess robots
You
do
run,
feel
and
emotions.
raging you have a speed of 50 feet, which is 10 squares.
Nice.
Nice.
So
yeah.
where do you want to go?
Right up next to it, but not right up next. Like to the side next to it, but a distance
2,
away
3,
because I know what it's doing.
So do you want to go around or do you want to come directly?
Yeah, just pick up the figure and move it.
Oh, I guess I don't think so.
Yeah, I know. Interacting with models. Ugh, effort.
Models were broken, my campaign.
Yeah, so you have 10 squares in any direction.
Okay, so I guess
Or
we'll go
combination
this
of
way.
directions.
1, 2, 3,
Right.
4. I'm just gonna go straight this way.
Okay. Now, just so you are aware,
Okay.
rules of raging.
Yes.
Within one round, you have to either attack or be attacked to maintain your rage.
Good to
Otherwise, on your next turn,
know.
you'll have to rage again. And you only have 6 times.
True. Okay.
All right.
Good to know.
So that is Dio. Sunori, it is your turn.
Okay. With that, I am going to, because my flight speed is faster, I'm going to pop my wings.
Oh, I'm sorry, actually.
Huh.
You got within visual range of the golem.
Woohoo!
So he is going to throw his boulder at you.
Oh, fuck. Is that a reaction?
He held his action.
Oh. Fuck that guy.
Can I do a kidney dodge?
You...
Sort of happens automatically when you.
Okay.
Yeah. Should be able
see.
to.
That is a 19.
What's your AC?
It's the lower one since you're raging. Should be 14.
14?
So HP. AC is 15 minus 1 plus 2 minus 2. 16 divided by 4. What the fuck? Who wrote this?
So the divided, that's the raging. It makes sense to me, okay?
So the right is the raging.
So it's...
So 14.
So 14 while rage.
Yes.
Okay.
So I don't dodge.
So the uncanny dodge, it
Uncanny
does,
dodge, you take half damage if he
Okay.
hits.
I thought that was evasion.
but it's also rage. So
Rage, you take half bludgeoning damage. Uncanny dodge, you can half that.
Oh,
Oh,
so
So you would take quarter damage whatever I hit you with.
okay.
I thought that was evasion though. Uncanny dodge says you can't be sneak attacked.
I thought... No.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, evasion is.
So you'll
evasion
take half of whatever this is.
Okay.
Barbarians do
I
get evasion.
don't like
though.
how many dice you rolled.
Well, I thought the way uncanny dodge was
14,
worded was
so
you
you take
can
7
dodge
damage.
things that you
Okay.
can't perceive. So it's things like traps, it's things like
Yeah,
sneak
yeah,
attacks.
So
like
uncanny
traps.
dodge, you can't be sneak attacked.
Yeah, specifically.
So basically, he doesn't get sneak attack on you.
Oh, well,
Did you want a pencil?
Yes, please.
I have like 10 of them on the bookshelf too.
Thank you.
But I had one in my hand.
Fair enough.
All right. Now it is Sunori's turn.
Yeah, let's go, Sunori!
I am going to pop my wings
Uh-huh.
because I have a faster or longer flight speed. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. I'm actually going to stay in right here within cover.
Hard to figure out which ones I could use.
With that, what do I want to do?
Probably not steal breath. I don't think this thing breathes.
Does it?
You're
built
don't
to go
ignore
on.
my bullet. So most things that breathe don't ignore the bullet.
That's a pretty linear thought process. Yeah.
Yep.
It's still canon. She's smart, but she's
What?
very linear.
What size? What would that size be? For creature?
Large to giant.
I have a spell that requires that needs the exact size.
Large.
Large. Okay. Cool.
I am.
Well,
That's,
hang on, let me double check.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move. Actually, I'm gonna use my action to move some more. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Do you have any more of the flying stands?
I do.
Just need those.
On top.
Because I'm going to fly up 20 feet.
So it is 12 feet tall,
So stay away from the
which I believe is large.
Okay. Cool.
So I'll move 35 and then 20 foot.
12 feet tall would be large creature, right?
It's on the very edge. You could make an argument for huge, but
Right.
probably large. Yeah.
Large.
So yeah, I'm going to do double movement, 60 and then 55.
Okay.
So he's just crouched behind the wall at the moment.
Yes, he just hurled a boulder at Theo.
And that will be my turn.
All right. Next it is Dr. T.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna get to the top of this tower with.
Yes, with Steve's speed you can get to the
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Can I see this beast, the monster at all? or?
Yeah, from this angle, yes.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna cast warp metal on its arm.
Okay.
Will negates.
All right. How's a 7?
No.
Doesn't have a high will.
Cool. So
It's a
it
golem.
permanently destroys its straightness, form, and strength.
Which arm?
I'd say whatever arm it threw the boulder with.
Okay, we'll say it's right-handed just for fun.
Yeah.
Does it do
What do you have
damage?
against right?
No, but it imposes
I
a
mean, he is a
negative
lefty.
4 penalty now on all attack rolls.
Got it.
That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
And yeah, can I shoot with my bonus action then?
Does your class allow that? Because I know
Uh,
rogues can.
Okay, then no. Because I know I can make multiple attacks per turn, so.
You can make multiple attacks per action.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, then that will.
But Cannon can shoot for you. And Cannon's next.
That will really be about it that I know that I can cast right now.
Cool.
So I'll go ahead and pass turn.
Alright.
Alright. I don't like being repetitive, but I think this thing has some form of damage reduction, which means shooting it 3 times is going to be less effective than shooting it once and piling all the damage into one shot. So,
That is usually how damage reduction works.
so let's do it again.
Okay.
Alright, that is 2 less than the last time, so it's a 35 to hit.
That hits.
I kind of figured. Let's see the next one. Does a 28 hit?
Yes.
Okay, that's 2. See if I can get a third and throw in some extra d8s. No, that's a nat 1 on the last shot.
That does not hit. Not one, you said?
Well, hang on. Because it's one shot, I pull... So the way the class ability is written, it's a single shot, I roll 3 times.
Right.
So the first 2 hit, which would negate the nat 1 would be an auto fail on the third shot, on the third piece of the shot. But
Right.
it still shouldn't jam my gun or anything, I don't think.
It shouldn't.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Fantastic. Yeah, that was rough.
At least it wasn't the fireball arrow.
Oh, and you're right next to him, by the way. Just a reminder.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Alright.
Hang on, I gotta roll damage.
Yep.
All his massive damage.
Ooh, escapee. 5, 8, 16, 23,
26. I'm doing this as fast as I can. 32.
I appreciate it.
38. 42. 48. 56. 58. 61 plus 38 is going to be 99 damage.
Alright.
Not 100 damage even, because I'm still using deep bullets. Deep iron bullets. So 100 damage even.
Oh my god.
Slam, motherfucker!
We need to invest in an
Each
AMR.
bullet smacks in, and again, they seem to be not as effective.
Yeah.
You're doing damage. You
Yeah.
can see pieces chipping off, and
But I'm specifically hitting it with bludgeoning damage. It's a block of sheet iron. I just don't have
Right.
anything else I can do against this stupid thing.
okay.
Not the best enemy I could choose to fight.
All right. So next is going to be Zorlin.
So, I'm going to swoop down and transform back into a person.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Wall of Thorns right behind it. So, does anyone have a green marker?
I do. Yeah.
Is it here? Can I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. Where are you casting it?
I'm going to cast it right behind him so that he's sort of pinned in between him and the wall.
You're right about 10 feet from him. Looks like 2 squares.
Well, I can choose the direction.
Well, yes, I know. Go ahead.
Yeah, so if he's in these 4 squares, then it would take up
So as you're casting your spell,
roughly this much space.
does a 24 hit you?
Yes.
Do you
So-
take into effect the -4 from the warp metal?
Does a 20 hit you?
I may have just saved someone's skull.
Still, yes. Do I get the chance to roll a reflex?
This is his reaction while you are casting.
This isn't an offensive spell.
You landed within 10 feet of him. He has a 10-foot reach. He's using a legendary action to attack you.
A legendary action.
Do you want to call
To
that?
be fair, you moved him to draw your line.
Okay, I did a little bit just to make the squares even. Like, do you want to? Okay, so if he's right here,
Yeah.
okay. All right, yeah.
Okay.
Does one get bonked?
Alright. Oh, I'm sorry. With the minus, it was still a 23.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
How? What? That's.
Because you forgot to add a bonus.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be...
And then the dog is going to stay a little further away. 1, 2,
After getting
5,
nipped
6,
at.
7, 8, 1, 2, 3.
The wall thorns is 10 foot high, right?
You take 16
4.
points of damage as he smacks you across the face as you're completing your spell.
I think it is 10 feet high. You said 16 points?
Yep.
Okay. I don't have it in my notes. I'll have to look it up.
Alright. And it is now his turn, so he gets his reaction back.
Let's assume it is 10 feet high.
Okay. That's fine.
Does he get damage from it, or is it
You,
just...
you only get damage from Wall of Thorns if you decide to traverse through it, and traversing through it slows you down. It takes 2 actions to traverse through it if you choose.
Is that dependent on speed?
It didn't say it was, but I'm not sure.
You said it's 10 feet high?
I'm looking it up right now.
I'm fine with it being 10 feet. So he is going to... he's going to use one of his actions to leap over.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
And as he's falling down, he's going to slam you.
Jesus Christ.
There's a 12 hit.
No,
Alright.
it is 10 feet high.
So he is not able to see you quite clearly through the vines. He misses, and he lands next to you, leaving a crater in the ground.
Jesus Christ.
Alright. And then he's got his reaction. He is going to exhale a poisonous gas in a 15-foot cone in your direction.
Does Dio breathe?
Dio does not breathe. So I need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh wait.
Constitution save.
Should be fortitude.
That is a 10.
Ooh.
10 does not pass.
Damn.
It's only getting fucked up.
The druid ran
10?
into melee range.
Oh, I'm sorry. 14.
That does not pass.
Okay, cool. Gotcha.
I was to say, are you reading that right? I think I'm reading it better than you are. Because I know you did not roll a 0.
No.
Be impressed if you could roll a 0 on a
Wow,
d20.
that's not a ton. Cyborg.
You take 40 points of poison.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my god.
They can't kill us in training, right?
They can.
We apparently signed a waiver because they teleported us here against our will. Somehow.
You can sue if you'd like, if you survive.
Wow.
I can get out of this. I just don't know about the rest of you.
All right. So that is his turn. It is now Dio.
So, question.
Yeah.
Greater range or greater rage, is that a once a day thing? Is that just
Greater
Stronger
rage.
rage?
Let me see. Greater rage. That allows a bonus to your raging. It's a feat, so bonus to your. So it basically makes. So that's what you're doing right now. Instead of using a +4, which would be your normal rage, you're using +6. So that's your greater rage. That's already in effect.
okay? I guess Dio's gonna run up and swing.
All right,
Barbarian going
and
bonk.
you
How do I
get 3
swing?
attacks.
Gotta roll.
So you roll a d20. On your
Okay.
first one, you add 12.
Plus strength, right?
That's 20.
Like a natural 20?
No,
Oh,
that's,
okay.
that's an 8
Total
plus
20.
Total 20.
Total 20. Hang on. There we go. That does not hit.
So 3.
And then your second one is a +7.
Also, not good. 11.
Not hit.
No, it does not hit.
And then a +2
Just
for
one
your third
small
one.
slip as it doesn't get stuck. That is a nat 20.
That hits.
And crit.
So
now what?
you'll double your dice for this, or sorry, you'll double the damage you roll for this attack, which is going to be 2d6 plus your strength, and then plus a d4.
If she's two-handing, it's also plus half her strength on top of her strength for two-handed weapons.
Yeah,
So
so
strength
you'll
and
do
half.
half again your strength. So you're going to add 18 to 2d6
And a d4.
and a d4.
Fuck is my d6.
Do
It's
you
a
need
cubic
d6?
one.
Thank you.
Yeah. The one that looks like a Yahtzee dice.
She's only been playing for a couple years.
It's like the best I've ever heard.
9, and then you said 1d4?
Yep.
That's the little triangle one.
Yeah, the pyramid looking one.
That's 11.
11 plus
Plus
18, so that's 29 damage.
Yes, okay.
Nice. Yeah, the first couple hits don't go through, and then you figure out, oh, he's armor plated, and you just right under.
Okay.
Nice. All right. Now it's low enough for Cannon to one shot. It's
Usually.
Sonori's turn though.
Sonori's seeing them go at it. I'm just going to go ahead and cast Create Pit right underneath it.
Okay.
I was about to do that.
So it needs to do a reflex. That is
It's a golem. Reflex is not great. How's a 9 work for you?
Fails.
Cool.
So he drops.
50 feet.
No, because
He
it's a
can
max
set
of 30. So it is 40 feet deep.
Oh, wow, okay.
So 3d6 falling damage to the golem.
And we're going to do... We'll just do that for the pit.
So 9 damage.
Okay.
And then for my other attack, I'm going to shut the pit and have it.
Noted.
So
Pit gone.
So this is a really fun thing that we do. Create pit, when you close it and something's inside, it launches that thing.
Like a cannon.
I just
you used my name again.
I just reread my character sheet and found more druid bullshit I can do.
What's up?
Was Dio sucked into the pit?
No,
Okay.
it's
I'll
a so
tell
it's
you-
a 10
I'll tell you
foot.
about it.
I was
You go
double
with it.
checking.
Okay.
It's 10 foot by
I'm
10
gonna
foot,
read-
and
I'm
it's
gonna read your
literally
character
it.
Sure.
Like the size of it.
Yeah,
So-
it was right
Real
here.
close just disappears.
Yeah, it just
That coin
falls
is actually
in.
perfect size for that.
It
Yeah.
falls in, and all of a sudden you see
And
the
just-
pit close and
There's just a
disappear.
blur coming by.
Just
Yeah, so
Okay.
I don't think the cannon's seen this trick before.
Nope.
No.
So
Wait,
she's going to be looking up going, I don't...
no,
when is that coming
actually,
down?
you... Because of the thorn ward, you cannot see what just happened.
I
So
just see
you
the blip.
You would have seen
you have
the
31 passive perception, yeah. You saw...
The actual...
I might have jumped, who knows? Alright, so Dr. T,
Sumuri, what happened?
it is your turn.
Can I see it now?
nope.
What's your passive perception?
What? How do you? I forget. How do you passive perception?
Look at your
10 plus
perception.
your perception.
It'd be 23.
I'd say, yeah, you saw like a glimmer of something go up.
That's right. Tinkerbell wouldn't have seen this either.
Nope.
Literally, only Zorlin would have seen this happen twice
Siege
now.
of Great Pass. You
Twice
did it.
now.
Yeah,
because
for
we
the
did
Siege
it
of Great Pass, I
also
saw
when
it.
we were at the Sararak.
yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah, you're right.
Well,
Okay.
Can I shoot one of my electric bullets into that water to hit that thing in the water?
You don't know that there's anything in the water.
I don't.
Because you were in the building.
You were in the
going
tower
up.
when it attacked the dog.
Since I don't know where the thing is, I'm going to hold my action.
Alright. Cannon?
Ken's confused.
Because you would have seen the thorns or his spikes disappear, and then you would have seen the.
Yeah, I'd have just seen like...
A
I would have seen
blur.
the
Oh, wait, is the thorn wall concentration?
No.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
no, yeah.
No, but I would have seen like the thing's wings just drop and then just a blip go up.
Yeah.
And so I'm just probably looking up at the sky going, what the fuck was that?
Alright, Zorlin?
I will
Druid
shoot it
bull-
when I see it. Though, so ready
Druid
to action.
bullshit.
Okay.
So, my Leshy has innate Leshy spells that it can cast
Yes, oh,
freely
Jesus.
of me. So it's going to cast on itself speech and manual dexterity. So it has semantic and verbal components to be able to cast other spells.
Cool.
And because both of those are level 1 spells, it actually still has half an action. So it's now going to assist me in casting plant form heightened to my 6th level. So I will become a huge fly trap.
So he's bigger than the golem now.
So I'm larger than the
I've actually
golem.
got a fly trap looking thing on the wall.
And
Plant dragon looking dude.
when it comes down,
Oh,
which probably won't be in this turn specifically, but when it comes down, I have buffed as fuck stats.
Oh god.
Can I access? Where is this at?
What's
Okay,
up here?
so we've got
I
readied
agree.
actions, readied
Fly
actions.
traps right here, and then the buff to 6th level.
It is now the golem's turn. Oh no,
What?
you went way too high to come back this round.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
So,
The fuck?
Yeah.
You're
Dio, it
joking.
is your turn. Per the rules of Rage, you can either attack or be attacked,
Am
or
I attacking?
There's no one
or
there.
you lose your rage at the end of your turn.
I'm gonna position myself to try and wait for him to come back
that
down.
pit is gone, but I'm marking where it is.
Good.
I wonder how many trainings are going to happen in one day.
Preparing to fly trap this motherfucker.
If you don't
Dangerous
hit, I will be
Yeah.
surprised.
Who's
Yep.
closest to me?
Zorlin.
Me
Just
check.
turned into this weird
giant
plant creature.
A giant. Half of my body is the Venus flytrap, and it is humongous.
You don't know that elves can't do that.
No, it could just be a new monster. I could just
You
attack it.
filed that away for later.
I swear to God, my character already doesn't like you. If you take a swing, I will not hesitate.
I lose the rage.
You can rage again at your next turn, but you lose the rage.
I just don't know how many trainings are in it. I don't know how Dio would respond to things.
It would be
What I have
certainly
seen.
entertaining.
Just
I mean, one monster disappeared and another one appeared. You don't know that this isn't part of the training.
Well, do you have seen Zorlin change into this thing?
Yeah, you saw him change.
Might be part of the training.
I swear to God, if you killed Zorlin, do it.
I doubt she can hit
I
him.
do.
My
Oh,
AC
I know.
is so fucking buffed when I'm in this form.
I believe it.
Yeah, a barbarian, she could definitely do some
Yeah,
damage.
I was gonna say because that plus 12 should also be plus her strength, right?
Yeah.
If I watch him change, I won't do it.
Alright, so are you going to lose your rage?
Yeah.
Alright.
Sad day.
Tsunori.
I'm ready another spell.
Okay.
I'm already
It would've
create
been very
pit, so when it lands, I'm gonna cast it
Probably
again.
regrets it a little bit.
So you're just going to keep the fall.
Oh, there it is, Pit.
Dr. T? You still holding your action?
You know what?
No, what?
We're gonna load one of those special arrows,
Do it.
Oh God.
and I'm gonna cast Name Bullet on it.
Alright.
What's Name Bullet do?
It makes my attack a touch attack against it,
Oh, nice.
and it crits
Oh
That's
Jesus!
fun.
on hit.
You should just name that spell Cannon. Cannon, you are holding an action, and since you're not holding a spell, it doesn't dissipate at the end of your turn.
I am just waiting to see if it comes back down because I
It
am.
does.
Wait, do I get a full another turn? So I can do some more druid bullshit.
I think. Does it go before Zorlin?
No, it goes after Zorlin. But
Oh.
it actually depends on its rate of speed as to when it lands back in.
Yeah.
Now, its turn is still after him.
Okay,
Unless
I
he
gotcha.
readies an action because he had a turn too while
Yeah.
he was flying.
Okay.
So if
gotcha.
he's readied an action for the next time someone's in range.
like trying to meteor swarm somebody.
Right.
He's briefly revenged, so he just sticks out his arm to hit.
So,
Clothesline.
what
It's like
we're
an
going
epic
to do is as he's coming down,
roll off. Because Tsunori, Zorlin, and the Golem all
Yeah,
have something
everyone
ready.
take air attacks, and then I'm just gonna fucking swallow him.
actually, that's a good point. For his first attack, Sonori, what's your AC?
19.
So 24 hits.
Yep.
With the minus 4? Ooh.
So, you get hit by an arm.
What?
It threw its own arm.
Its arm.
Oh, the broken arm, of course. It just tore it off and threw it at Tsunori.
And you're
That's
going
funny
to
as hell.
take 22 points of damage from that, and you are knocked to the ground by the weight.
Oof.
Is your pit concentration?
No, I'm readying the
It's
thing.
ready. The
Because
pit's
I haven't.
ready.
so,
it's a reaction that I'm waiting
because
for.
he's...
Well, no.
Um,
Are you casting the pit, or are you?
The
because-
moment he does it, I'll recast it because I closed this one down.
Okay.
Right. So you weren't holding the spell, you were waiting for a certain opportunity.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, because if you're holding the spell, you would have to roll
So that's what I was
Constitution.
asking.
let
Because
me-
of holding the spell.
Because it's not a.
He was holding his turn.
It's just a
rather than-
standard action,
Right.
yeah. So it's not like.
So then it is going to pummel Zorlin.
With its one remaining arm.
It doesn't have the -4 to this attack. Or does it?
It does not, because it doesn't have that impediment anymore.
It just has one less attack.
Does a 26 hit?
No.
No.
So he doesn't punch you in the face, but he does land on top of you.
Oh,
In my
ouch.
mouth.
Okay.
I'll take his falling damage
Okay.
and simultaneously go in for the snatch.
Oh God, what?
Oh, God.
Okay, your girlfriend's not here.
I don't have a girlfriend.
I know.
What is the damage he takes though?
A lot, probably.
Let's see.
I don't know if he's the specs on this fly trap.
How much HP do
Fly
you
trap, heightened to 6th level spell.
Why do you think I started laughing? How much extra HP did you get?
24.
71.
71.
Ouch.
Oh, that was a lot.
Can somebody please heal me? I'm not dying.
Are you at 0?
I'm at -4.
Oh my god!
So he gets
Does my attack
Is
on
your-
him land though?
Yeah, you absorb him.
Alright, well I'm gonna take that.
But is this form concentration? Because
No.
now that you're
Well-
unconscious.
No, it's not concentration.
Okay.
Thank God.
I've noticed there's not a lot of concentration spells in Pathfinder. So,
No,
yeah,
because they're a
what-
pain in the ass to deal with concentration checks. in
Well,
Pathfinder.
What's your-
wizards are. A lot of druid spells are not.
what's your damage?
My damage is
And what type of damage is it?
it is piercing damage.
Okay.
Oh shit! If I'm not conscious, I can't hold him afterwards. But I can do 2d8 plus 21.
It's respectable.
Oh, plus 16 on top of that as well.
That's actually really good.
37. So
2d8
I'm
plus
sticking you
37.
entirely.
entirely.
It's a good thing you can't hold him because then we can attack.
Yeah, he just drops. Yeah.
5, 7.
12.
12 plus 37.
49.
49 damage.
49 damage. Okay.
And I'm unconscious.
Yes.
Supposedly my Leshy is already healing me,
This doesn't disappear,
but
right?
it's not.
No, it's not concentration. He retains the form even through.
I retain the form. Supposedly the Leshy is already healing me, but it's a slow heal. It's going to take all of the rest of this turn for the Leshy to get me like a d6 of HP.
So since you are unconscious,
Yeah.
your form is not holding it,
No.
so it has free movement.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
D6 of HP. I got 5. I'm at positive 1 HP. Woo!
Noted. As
For the
it,
moment.
Yeah.
so
You may have asked me
Dio,
for soup.
you saw this thing fall and squish Zorlin. You saw this as well, and it just stands up,
Ooh.
and it's going to attack you.
Okay.
I wasn't able to get off my spell.
Oh, you did create pit, yes.
Yeah.
So it is currently actually standing on top of Zorlin. So the only way to do that would be to create pit under Zorlin.
Which won't work because Zorlin is huge, not large,
Yeah.
so the pit won't even allow Zorlin to go down.
Right. You can make a trampoline made out of Zorlin.
No.
That makes me happy. It probably
Because
shouldn't.
I was expecting him to land on land rather than on an actual
rather
person.
than on plant.
I'll just say with the arm landing on me, it just dissipates.
So he's going to attack Dio.
I
Okay.
probably would
Uh,
have still shot my main Darrow.
Well, I'm technically
18
still.
hit?
I'm technically up now. I just lost the rest of my turn.
Fireball.
You're no
you're
longer
not
raging.
raging, so your AC is 16.
Then yes.
Okay.
I'm a literal plant.
It is going to hit you 4.
Let me see this thing.
You said all those reactions are with rage, right?
Huh?
The reactions are with rage, right?
You have one reaction per turn, or per round.
Okay.
So you can use a reaction. What have you got?
I'd like to do, I guess, again, uncanny dodge? Because I'm not surprised because I see him turn, right?
So,
Right. So
yeah.
So
um,
not improved
but
uncanny
you're
dodge,
also
just-
at what?
right. So
One?
I'm just
Con-
Just to
I would say
avoid the direct.
with your dodge capabilities,
Or just dodge.
I would say you could maybe half whatever he hits you on the first.
What if he
Okay.
is?
When did I become the tank?
Why did you become the tank? Is probably the better question.
The first one is 20, so you take 10.
Damn.
The second one is 16. And then the next one is 18.
44.
All right. And that is his turn. Oh, hang on.
So now everybody's reaction triggers because named arrow and cannon shot are going to trigger too.
Yes. So y'all's reactions go off as he is using his final action.
Pummel.
Final bonus action,
Okay.
which is poison breath.
Ah. Zorla may be fucked.
You may be fucked. That entirely depends on whether or not this goes off.
Oh no.
Oh shit!
I rolled a nat 1.
Jesus.
Can I double critical?
Did you roll a
Yeah.
20 on an automatic crit?
On an automatic crit?
So
Can I double
What's your
crit?
full? What's your normal HP, by the way?
Normal HP is 120.
Okay. Just double checking.
so
So for a nat 20, and I got the exact
what
opposite.
damage did you do?
I did the firebolt arrow. Firebolt
You're
arrow.
gonna kill Zorlin!
That's great, but what damage did you do?
I'll have to roll, but I have
Roll.
to ask.
Yes,
Since-
double crit.
Double crit?
So
Okay.
triple damage.
Attack you.
Would that be triple damage or quadruple damage?
Should be triple.
Okay, so it's not double and then double
Two
again.
times 3.
Yeah, he's just moving up
That
the
would
step.
be insane.
much AC.
Double and double again.
So
Because it has low enough HP that if you kill it before it gets its breath weapon off, you save Zorlin's ass.
Yes,
Because
well-
just so you know, it's 10d8
What?
Poison.
for poison damage. So
So even
no
at
matter
minimum.
what I roll, you are dead.
this is also
Well, dying, but yeah.
magical damage, so I don't know if that gets around the any damage reductions, but that is 45 damage.
Times 3.
That's
that-
no, that's already times
Is
3.
that fire damage or what?
So it's
45?
shock damage.
Shock damage. Okay. Good.
That may have actually just healed it. I'm sorry I gave you that idea, Gabriel.
You did
Forget I
not.
said anything.
Because I had to clarify that because he's immune from fire damage.
Okay.
Oh.
But then the fireball will go off.
So you said 45.
Yes.
And
Cannon's
then
gun jammed. She worked the bolt and jackknifed around.
You're going to do your fire damage. And because you are within 5 feet of what is happening, you will also take this damage.
Dio has the
I don't know
absorption
how
plate
much
though, right?
damage I'm
Didn't they
rolling
replace
for
the plate?
fireball.
Dio, you have your reaction. Your absorption.
You can absorb the fireball.
I didn't already wreck the uncanny dodge.
No.
No, you-
Okay.
Uncanny dodge is just a thing that
So-
happens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Uncanny,
So
uncanny
your
dodge is
reaction
an unconscious thing.
is your ability to absorb a spell. So you see him launch fireball.
Yeah.
And you, knowing that Zorlin is unconscious on the ground, he can't save from this.
No, I'm barely
So I
conscious.
absorb it.
He is at 1 HP, so
Okay.
he's technically.
So you launch it, the arrow hits, and the fireball does not go off.
Okay, good.
You now have 1 fireball.
He just saves the robot just saved your life, Zorlin.
Replace the plate.
Yeah.
He's unconscious,
No,
he
so it was a
doesn't
cover.
He is conscious.
Oh,
So that's
Barely
still.
conscious.
know. Ah.
No, so
Like, did they replace the one that they took off?
Dio was basically wearing 2 shirts. And they took 1 off.
So even the
Sure,
bottom
feel
one
the
was the
smaller shirt
same.
underneath.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Did that? I don't know if that shock arrow though took him out.
It did not.
So that poison breath still goes off. Maybe not.
I'm going to roll a percentile. Below 50, He is shocked and cannot get off his breath weapon. Below,
Or above.
or sorry, above 50, it does go off.
Should have rolled that in front of us.
Okay, I will.
Oh no.
Come on.
Oh,
Try that again.
So it's already
Oh, that's a 19.
so below 50. What'd you say?
Does not go off.
Does not go
Zorlin,
off.
you saved Zorlin's life.
Holy shit.
Because I had already rolled and prepped for that, it was 54 damage. You would be dead.
You would
Oh
be
my
soup.
God. I would be cadaverific.
All right.
Yes, you would be.
Cannon, it is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna cuss like a motherfucker. Jack out the round that was stuck in the gun, and I'm gonna try and kill this thing.
Okay.
All right, that was 3 bullets I fired. I got 2 left in the gun, but I'm gonna do the single shot trick again. I'm just gonna roll all 3 of them at the same time. So we'll see what happens. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Those are probably all gonna hit.
I'm going to tell you that crit alone. How do you want to do this?
Does it have any glowy bits that I can see? No glowy bits? Aw, damn it. I want to shoot through the glowy bit and collapse it. Does it have a face?
It does.
Alright, the bullet goes right through the center of its ugly face and just crushes it.
You see the metal around its face just...
Ow.
Cannon's gonna rush down to go check on the plant monster that was her friend.
I'm gonna rush down and check on. I'm gonna look at this monster that we just destroyed.
Well done, well done, well done! You see the gnome come back out. That was marvelous! He snaps his finger, the golem disappears. If you wish your secrets, you must come join. Now, that was wonderful. Are you ready, do you think, for the tournament?
I'm gonna release the vines in the plant form. I'm now very injured. I'm just laying on the ground very injured.
As you're laying there, you see 2 humans run out, and one of them places a hand on you. Okay.
Cannon's using the back of her rifle to poke Zorlin like he's a dead animal.
You are restored to. You said you're at 5 points.
He was at 1.
Oh, you're at 1. Okay, good. You're now at 25.
Now at 25. Okay.
They hand you and you healing potions.
that is what it'd be.
So you would take the full points. We don't roll for it when you have time to drink it. So you guys have completed. Well done. I think this was a wonderful test of Dio. How do you feel, Dio?
I don't feel. I won.
You've won. You survived. You have achieved. Very well. Thank you. Grey Pass Adventuring Party.
For what?
Testing out Dio's skills.
Fuck your robot.
I mean,
You're
we
looking
did not
again.
program her for such things, but I
Alright.
suppose you might be able to. I haven't programmed that. Anyway, we will see you at the tournament. He reaches next to him and opens a door. It is an arcane door.
I will look through the door.
You see a street outside.
Not even back at the festival.
Go out this street, go down 2 blocks, hang a right, you are on Artificer's Park.
I'll go out the door, then I'm gonna dimension door to my booth.
You go through dimension door to dimension door.
Do
I
go
guess
with?
we will
Do I stay?
Would you like to stay with your party and get a feel for the people?
I believe it would make sense.
Carry on. We will keep watchful eye.
I leave the door open, so like there's a 5-foot space and then there's another door.
You see this door opens directly to the Artificer's Park. Specifically directly to the booth.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and step through the door.
I'll give Zorlon a shoulder and assist him in getting up.
Thanks.
Goodbye, friends. Thank you again.
Yeah, that
you
was on
guys
purpose.
are now back in the Artificer's Park. Many people stop and stare, looking in awe of your form.
Okay, just keep walking.
Okay.
Who's in front of me?
Everybody else.
Okay.
Technically, directly in front of you is me and Cannon.
Okay.
And we're at my booth. Where my
Yeah, you guys are now at Tinkerfoot's booth, where you see, you haven't seen much like you before. You're the only one. Now you've seen like an arm built hanging. You've seen another leg. You've seen.
She probably would have seen
like-
Steve though.
You did see Steve, which is built similarly, and now you see a horse, a shining silver horse.
Do you want to pet
You can go up and pet it.
it? Okay, I go up and pet it.
It's a metal horse.
For something that doesn't feel. Remembering what the guy said, I'm gonna pop my eye and look through it and look around to see if there's any like scrying orbs or anything like that following us.
You do see a scribe.
Okay.
Go
Yeah,
back
to the dog.
to helping Felicity.
You see that she is currently, she has a group of kids who are holding onto the chain and playing with the horse.
I
That's
approve
fun.
of this.
That's fun.
Even Zorlon did almost just get pasted like 3 different times.
Don't do melee, bro. Don't do melee.
I did a decent
I was
amount
sitting
of
there like,
damage.
I'm so glad I prepped clerics.
He was gonna ask Vernon,
I'm
do
so
you need to be healed?
I'm so glad the
I'm
fireball
fine.
didn't go off. That would have been 34 damage.
Can't do that anyways.
I know you don't.
That was.
Should we get Zorlon to a healer's tent? He still looks rough.
Yeah.
There is a healer's tent just a little ways away.
I mean,
Let's go and take him there for a sec.
There's one
Oh,
about
we
every
can
3
fix me.
blocks.
I can always do this.
They're very well needed here.
Yeah.
I can always do this and cast a Vital Beacon.
What does that do?
Well, it actually puts a visible light glowing beacon over my head, but then every single person that touches me gets, I think it's a D8 of HP restored, and then I could just rapidly, like...
Person?
Basically.
Yeah, this
So warn Cannon before you do that, because she might not be really keen on that
now
idea.
You have taken damage.
I have, yes.
You cannot be healed by healing spells or by healing potions.
Can't
You need
Artificer
a
do it?
mending spell. An artificer can heal you. Unless you want to just pet your horse.
Well, no, I'm dealing with the horse, so if
Do
you
I
can always
s-
come up and
Do I
ask.
notice
I
that
will
she's
go and
got
ask.
dents and
Okay,
stuff?
yeah. Tinkerbell, oh yes, of course I can fix you. And I pull out my hammer, I start smacking you with the hammer, which every time it smacks you, it casts mending, and it just heals you.
It's
Yeah.
Fix It Felix's hammer.
Smack, 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 smack.
I'm gonna
Dio is so
Go.
confused.
I'm gonna go read a book in the healer's tent where there's not a shit ton of hammering going around.
Claire heals you up pretty quick.
I will cover my mouth and lean over to Cannon. We're being watched.
Go figure. I did write down what that one guy said. He said to meet him where? Tinkerbell would have written down where they got sent.
The Dorshik Industries headquarters.
Okay. At what time was it, tonight or?
Tonight.
Okay.
Is the airship still there?
Yes.
Is Van Hertz, specifically Victor?
You do not see Victor now.
Hmm.
Knowing him, he's probably out partying somewhere.
Gotcha.
It is getting about late afternoon.
I'm gonna go walk up to the center stage. How far are they keeping people away from the ship?
They're not.
So people can.
There's a
walk up to
ladder, and you can. climb up. It's observed, of course.
Yeah,
But
specifically, instead of going up, because we've been up there, I'm actually going to stay at the bottom
Mhm.
and look at get an even closer inspection of the actual metal beam that's on the bottom
Sure.
of it.
So looking up at that, give me an Arcana check.
That is a 30.
So you are looking, and you see the middle trim is about, on a ship this size, about yay wide. You see it is plated with deep iron, but it is runed, and you can see through the runes. It isn't so much that it's made of deep iron; it's plated with deep iron. The
Gotcha.
actual core is Ethereum.
Chuckling. I'm assuming the runes themselves look like some sort of like air spell or
Levitate, wind wall, that kind of thing. Yeah. Anti-gravity,
All the good stuff.
all the good stuff. Whatever you need to make a ship fly.
As long as there's not hydrogen. Womp womp.
We will remember.
and you said Victor's nowhere to be found there, right?
Not that you can see. No.
Okay. After taking a gander and looking around, looking up to where the stage was, is there any people still up there? Where Segway was?
No.
There's source.
Actually, give me a perception check.
24.
You do see the woman who is in blue, standing there. She's appears to be eating out of a plate, just watching.
And I can't, from this distance, I can't recognize who it is or anything like that.
I haven't met this person before, most likely.
After taking a quick look and looking up, I'm going to go ahead and check on Zorlin, see if he's good at the tent. You good there? You kind of took a golem to the face.
It's okay. I kind of did it to myself, but I'm feeling.
Sure, let's go with that.
I'm feeling mostly better, and I'm gonna walk with him.
That's good. Do you want to try some food around here?
Yeah, sure. That sounds good.
What do you think of our new friend Dio?
Friend?
Acquaintance, if you will.
I thought it was still being like mended. I don't
Ting,
know.
ting,
about
ting,
that.
ting, ting.
Yeah. Okay.
But Dio's
Mending
also,
is
like,
not a real long
has
spell.
Dio been outside? Ever?
You have at the Industries, that Coliseum you were in is the Dorshik Industries Training Coliseum. It's actually modeled after the arena that you will be in the next few
But has
days.
Dio seen like grass?
Yeah, you've seen grass.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was like a dust arena or like.
I guess friend would.
Well, this
Not
one
strong
is a
term.
dust
Okay.
arena. You
To
have
answer
seen
your
grass
question.
before. You have seen sky.
I
They
feel like
are
I miss
going to have
Calamar.
your first showing be a complete surprise to you.
Yeah, it's not like you're a complete indoor person who's like never touched grass before. Like, it's not your first completion to touch grass.
I haven't existed very long, guys.
Achievement, touch grass.
Yeah, Cal.
This is the most people you've ever seen, though, and the most variety of people.
He was never around.
So to answer your question, I miss Calamar.
Yeah, I think a lot of us. Well, maybe not this current party, but I know a lot of us do miss him already. He was a great friend to have around.
My people never partook in wars so long as they could avoid it, and saw them to protect themselves when needed.
Well,
It feels odd to lose somebody before their time.
that's the thing about Cal. It's a life he chose. He chose to defend the people he cared about and the people that he considers part of his home. And him going to the Orklands, whether or not ambush, was him defending Dorsh, part of his what he would consider people. So him saving the young scout was his way of making sure that he died doing what he wanted to do, which was protecting.
Oh, okay.
It is good on him. It is admirable that he saved the youngling. I probably would have done the same in his position. But I don't know. The more I see all of these artificers around here tinkering with the metals of the earth, creating life from nothing, the more it makes me think people are out of touch with what's truly important.
What?
It's like, how far away is this tent?
Oh,
Oh,
It's
we're-
about a block and a half. You can't
Okay.
hear them.
Yeah.
no, we're just talking about you in front of your face. No,
Like tent over. Like,
Went tent over yet. I was like, what the hell, guys?
Listen,
Come on.
I've had to deal with this crap since I met.
So
since I could put Matt
it's getting on towards evening. The day's festivities are starting to die down.
Are
The
booths being shut down?
booths are being shut down.
Cool.
There will be security over the next few days if you want to leave your stuff for another time to come and pick up. Or you can, I mean, it's a horse. You can ride it away if you want to.
Yeah, I'll probably take Felicity out for dinner and then we'll.
But the last comment in that conversation I was going to make in character was, as much as I didn't personally trust Calavar, I could at least sleep at night knowing that he had a heart and a soul.
that's.
You're not in this.
I understand. Making false life is definitely unnatural. For someone like me, this is some of the stuff that we study. Now, artificers go to the extreme, as you can tell with Steve and the horse, and now Dio.
It's not
But-
even a real name, it's an acronym. I didn't even try.
But sometimes us people who are a little bit more in touch with the arcane just use it to understand how magic works. Whether or not we use it, all depends on the person. Now, I think I'm a little bit skeptical about how Dio specifically works, only because I know what it can become. But I think Dio themselves might be able to sway their own influence. And maybe become a little bit more human. I know it's shocking to hear, coming from, or talking about a specific automaton, but
Certainly falling on a skepticist's ears, but you know, I try to be open to everything on my journey.
I think it's just being a little patient with it.
Mhm.
It is definitely shocking for you, I bet.
It's different.
So
Well,
you're going out to dinner with Felicity.
and then after dinner, I was gonna go to the industry.
Okay.
I meet up with them because he's wandering off.
You're gonna go with him, or
Or
these
us
two.
two. Us two?
Yeah,
They're
Okay.
going to
We've-
dinner. I don't eat.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
So you four,
Yeah.
you can go back to the Baron's retreat. You can do something this evening. What do you want to do?
Where did Dr. T go?
He said he went to dinner.
Interesting why he would have just okay. Then besides that, I think we've all had a long day. I think we need some rest. Some of us more than others.
Do you rest? Do you sleep?
So
Do you
before
dream?
you left,
Do Android stream of electric sheep?
so before you left, you were given what appears to be a long, spindly piece of wire that can be used to turn yourself off,
So
or
someone's
for
got to
someone
wake
else to
me
turn
up,
you
though.
on.
Okay.
Someone would have to turn you back on, but
Mm.
yeah. Now you can coil it into a spring to be able to time an on if you wanted to have an off period. But
Can I say yes, but someone would need to turn me back on?
We can wake you when we wake.
all right, so y'all are going to rest.
Cannon will do maintenance on her rifle since it jammed on her, and that's not okay.
Right. You go to Dorshik Industries.
On my way there, I'm gonna be sending to Sonori, hey, this is. I have meeting with that man we saw today. He said he may surprise me with something. I will bring back more information after I'm done.
Where at?
The door.
Dorshik Industries.
This is a Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell can't say it. The Dora Industry. The Dora Industry.
I wouldn't know where they're at.
No.
It's the stupid
Does that sound
drama
like a
we
good
got
idea?
earlier.
Well, this Dia doesn't know, I guess.
Uh,
So Dia doesn't know, right?
no. You as a,
No, you would know.
That he was going?
but you wouldn't
Oh,
hear
you,
the.
you don't know that it's.
No.
Yeah, you wouldn't hear the sending.
So I wouldn't know if that was a good or bad idea.
No. Be safe. Bring back anything useful.
What the?
You arrive at this steel building.
Mhm.
It has reinforced concrete on the base. Otherwise, it is steel and glass. It is just outside the wall of Dorsch.
I will have left Steve. I will have send him back to the place.
Gotcha. You arrive at this large steel door, and there is a guard standing outside.
I was invited here by... I forgot his name, crap. But at the Colosseum, the man invited me.
Oh, yeah. Merc. All right, cool. He opens up the door and says, go right in. As you walk in, you see it is white and steel. There is no wood in here at all. You enter into a very large, very clean lobby, and you see the gnome run up a set of stairs and catch your eye. Hello, Dr. Tinkerput, come this way.
I will go that way. Takes me a bit because I have a very small walking.
So does he. Now, what I'm about to show you, you cannot tell anyone.
Of course.
And I would, given your steed, I think you would be most interested in what we are doing here.
Mhm.
Come. And he takes you down the stairs. You wind down for about 10 minutes. This is a deep staircase. And he takes you to another large, dark steel door.
Mhm.
And he says, now, he grabs you on the shoulder. He says, do you swear that you will not tell a soul what you see?
I swear.
Okay. And he opens up the door. Come in.
Yeah.
You walk in, and as you do, you see on your right is a deconstructed leg, like Dio's. On the left is an arm, a torso, another leg, and in the center, a head.
Like an Iron Man.
How big are these, though?
They're the same size as Dio.
Same size as Dio? Okay. So I basically can view the innards of Dio and how Dio can tick.
Yes.
Okay. That's basically what I'm going to be now. Running up to each piece and looking to see how, if it's like just exactly the same and like where the, almost the soul-based part of this is coming from is what I'm...
Soul base?
Like where, how it...
Are you saying this out loud?
No. As in... No, because you know when I speak in character.
No.
I'm looking for like how it ticks and what, because like the source of the energy and the source of where it gets
as
the.
you get to the torso and the head, both have a green, like rough cut gem, right around where the heart is and right around where like the hippocampus would be.
Okay. So this is what makes it tick.
This is the power source, yes.
Then how does it act? It is human. Like
That is an excellent question, Doctor, and I will tell you. You see, my friend, and out from a door in the back steps a drow wizard, dressed in rune-covered robes. And he says, "Hello there. And who are you?"
I am. You may. I go mainly by Dr. Tinkerpot. Professor. Professor.
Tinker. You're a professor.
Yeah, Professor.
Ah, my name is Arthur Cole. I run the library at the university.
Oh yes, we work together at university.
It's different departments, but we work together.
Yes, yes.
Welcome. I see that my friend Marhir has shown you the workings of Dio. Now you must swear that you will never tell anyone what is going on here.
I will never tell the soul.
Okay. Well, you had a question?
How is it so human-like?
That is a spell that a compatriot of mine developed called Arcane Resonance. And it allows for an artifact to become sentient. It is not a perfect science, but it allows Dio to have a perception and effective personality, though it is mostly programmed and trained. She does have a quirk.
Okay. Interesting. This is very interesting. As I know, as artificer, I have been developing beasts and mechanical things that do as the user tells them.
Yes, I saw you built the horse and you have that dog.
Yes, Steve. I left him home because I figured it would be easier to look without being searched upon.
Fair enough. As you can see, we use probably a similar format for the joints and for the muscle movements.
Very similar, very similar. Yes.
Well, any other questions I can answer for you?
No questions. It was very enlightening.
But I must get back to my work. Pleasure to meet you again, Dr. Tinkerpot.
It's a pleasure to meet you too.
And he steps out. And Mark comes back to you and says, "So, what do you think? You want to come and work with us? Someone of your skills would be an asset for this project."
I would have to take some time to think. It is.
Of course. Model 2 is a long way away.
As I am adventuring with my party for a little covering for my dear student.
Well, very well. When do you think that you may be able to join us, if you so choose?
I think maybe a month or two, if or so.
Month or two? Yeah, that would work for when we are wanting to start working towards Model 2. So that would be perfect. Simply come back and we will start your employment with the Dorshik Industries.
Perfect.
Wonderful. Well, I will see you out. And he takes you back up through the lobby.
Mm-hmm.
Please do come back, Dr. Tinkerpot. I look so forward to working with you.
Awesome. Yes, it is very, very good. And I will start to walk away.
Cool. The door shuts behind you.
On my way, I have a bunch of ball bearings in this pocket.
Okay.
So I'll pull one out and start speaking into it
Uh-huh.
as I use my magical tinkering.
Okay.
And how long? It's about 6 seconds, so I'm speaking in Elvish.
Okay.
Very fast. Just repeating everything I have said. And like the main big points that I've heard. And I will do a few, it's every 6 seconds, so just a couple, very quick, like the arcane, talking about the arcane, and this is whispering into this.
Right.
And then I will then now start placing things in different bags and trying to, inside of the bag of holding.
So as you speak
Mm-hmm.
about what you saw, you feel a burning sensation, and you take 25 psychic damage.
Oh.
Oops.
I'm gonna dimension door back to that place.
It would take you a couple times to
Okay.
get back.
Aren't you still in the
Then
lobby?
no, I'm not.
No,
Oh,
we
okay.
left.
As this happens, just I message Sonori. I'm in trouble, and I book it back. I don't have these slots to do dimension door. I could probably do it one more time before I'm completely exhausted out of that. But I'm gonna start just double timing it back to the place.
So
Start
running
with
at
the legs.
normal people speed.
So during that, I will, as we get to the house, because I'm assuming this takes a minute, right? So as we get to the house, I'm gonna say, "Wait here a second," and I'll like point. I'm gonna cast my eye again. Is the scry following Dio specifically, or is it like trying to? And I'll go in. You guys are out there for 10 minutes, and I cast Mage Private Sanctum. I set up a place for you, Dio, as I peer out the door again. You can come in again.
Where'd you put it?
In the living room, just set in there.
You walk into this kind of rustic stone and wood house. I think there's a picture of it in
Is there?
chat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's in the Ascending Journal.
Gotcha. She doesn't have access to that. So I will actually go ahead and send you a picture of it because I've got it here. So you are... that was the wrong picture.
Yeah, no shit.
Okay, I just sent it to you. So you guys, you see it's got several
House picture you
rooms
just
and it's quite nice. He points over towards the living room where you. What does the sanctum look like?
So it's just a cube. It is. You see it swirling in its magic. It's very thick fog. You can't really see what's in there. And I was like, it's just in here, and I'll walk in. Like nothing's just. It's just nothing.
Well, I guess I follow.
You walk in.
If you just want to set up, whenever we wake up, we'll take the pin out and make sure you wake up.
DM, do I get exhaustion points if I don't sleep?
No, you're a robot.
You
Exactly, but-
you begin to
Better.
wear quicker. So functionally, yes.
Okay.
Although I'm trying to remember if Warforged do get exhaustion.
I don't.
I don't think they do.
Because
Let me
I might as well
double
just
check.
stay awake. Then.
Yeah, you might
if
as well
I
just
don't
stay
get
awake, yeah.
exhaustion.
As I get in there first, I'm gonna pop on the speculus,
Uh huh.
and I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna assume I see the orb come into the house.
You do.
As soon as you walk in there, I'm going to glance at Dio, see what kind of runes or spells that are like embedded in.
So once Dio enters into the sanctum, you see the eye disappear. And the runes, very fine craftsmanship
Mhm.
along the edges of the plates, appear to be protection runes, appear to be runes that hold the pieces binding together, that kind of thing.
I'm assuming at this point, do I notice what is making it sentient?
You do see a similar glow that you saw when you created Speculus.
Okay.
Is Dio aware that he's looking very just intently?
He's looking very. He put a monocle on and is now staring at you.
You walk in, and I now
Okay.
have a monocle.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking particularly for, let's say, markings of an old friend. And so I do notice the arcane resonance.
Who was your old friend?
He was he was an arcanist who was very popular here in town. He died a few years ago, and I was helping him do some research. And I'm start noticing all the other protection spells. Do I see the scrying one? Like either like a scry rune or something that's like
So
given
these
off.
runes are based on Dio's abilities.
Yes. I'm wondering if they place something extra on her besides that.
You get the feeling that if there was such a rune on Dio, Dio would be able to scry.
Gotcha. Anyways, and I'll take it off. Enjoy your rest. This box will disappear in 24 hours. It's not like you're trapped in here, in and out. It's just a little bit more private.
How private?
Well, and I will, because I'm assuming Can is still out of the box.
Cannon, can you? Hello, Cannon. I need.
And I pop my head in. Hey, Cannon, I need you in here.
Okay.
They do not. They don't get exhaustion.
Basically, no one can hear you speak. No one can
Hear you scream.
hear. Well,
That
no
took
one
a
can hear you
turn.
speak. No one can see what you're doing.
No one can be a witness.
Pretty much, it's like a private room for you.
Cannon pokes her head in the what?
It disappeared when she got in here.
Huh. What do you want me to do about that?
Just be careful of what we're saying around here.
Gotcha. Go back to
This-
cleaning my gun.
This is about the point where he hears me message.
Yes, because message still works.
Yeah, so you would hear.
I will be back, and I head out as soon as, and you'll see me rushing out, and I'm popping my wings as soon as I get out. Tinker puts in trouble, and I fly. See if I can spot any sign of
Give
him.
me a perception check.
That is an 18.
You see Steve making his way back.
Okay.
Sans Tinkerput.
From the direction Steve is going, I'll continue going down that way.
Yeah, you bolt, and with your fly speed and his run speed, yeah, you do eventually meet up about a mile and a half later.
I'll pop down, and it's like, what's wrong?
Monocle, use.
I'll pop on Speculus. Speculus, tell me what you see.
He shares his mind with you, and you see a. You see a purple aura around Dr. Tinkerput's head.
What
I'll
is it?
look up and around any scrying orbs or anything like that following him. Alright, T. This might sting a little. And I'll cast Break Enchantment.
Uh-oh.
Give
What
me a
are you
second.
casting that at?
So it doesn't have any boosted. So if I can boost it, I'm popping it at 6.
Can I?
You're not here.
Can I and my Leshy roll to support?
You weren't
You're not
here.
You weren't there though.
He
We're
flew
literally
off
flew
a mile
off.
and a half to catch
Oh.
up.
After I told
okay.
Cannon
Yeah.
he's in trouble.
Okay.
Yeah, he just basically booked it, so I don't know where he is either.
Plus 12, that is a 27. And then if you want me to add anything for boosting it as high as I could. Okay,
You remain.
so it still remains. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I met him. Who is your friend earlier?
Don't say any names.
I won't, but who is your friend?
And I'll quickly look up around again. His name was Azur Cole.
The other one.
The other one, Merkel.
Okay. I can't say the names.
You can't say, as far as I know, anything related to them.
Okay. But I met an old work buddy.
Are you in pain?
Not right now, but it hurt earlier when I tried to do something.
Because I can.
I
do it
met
multiple
your old
times and
friend.
try to pop it again.
Natural 20.
So 32.
Natural 20 for 32.
Yes.
It remains.
Oh, fuck.
A natural 20 didn't break it? Oh no.
So it's
Well, not a 32.
on a skill
do
check.
not break it.
It's
Yeah.
even if it's a natural 20, it's the total that has to.
And I couldn't help him with this at all?
You don't
Um,
have break enchantment, do you?
I have break.
Well, remember,
It's not the
because
same
no,
thing.
it's Billy that was. me
Yeah.
and
yeah,
him-
Billy and
would do
Roran
that,
have
yeah.
dispel magic.
Well,
yeah.
me and Billy was the one who did it with your dad. That's what I was,
Yeah.
what I was thinking of.
Now,
I'm
you could break
wondering-
your neck, and then that wouldn't.
I'm
be a
wondering, T, this might hurt a bit, and I'll pull out the journal. Can you write anything specific?
Didn't I get that one message off though?
Which
You
one
said
message?
That first one earlier when I was recording.
No, that's what triggered it.
That's what triggered it, and it didn't record at all.
You might have gotten out. I saw, and then as soon as you went to say the thing,
Mhm.
that's when it happened.
And I'll hand
Thanks.
you a pen and everything. Can you write anything specific?
Look, I gotta see something here real quick. Distracting cacophony. No, that
Sorry, I'll put my shirt back on.
Connor, put your shirt back on. I've said that way too much in my life.
Yeah.
Wait.
That tracks.
We used to be roommates.
He knows.
Yeah.
So I assume you guys are going back to the retreat
Yes.
Yeah.
while you're doing this, not just out in the middle of the street.
No, correct. Yeah, no.
Okay.
Is it?
So you guys get back to the retreat
Mhm.
within about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'll pull you into
You
the.
hear a commotion as
Can I? I'll pull him up to my room. Can I find if there's a rune on my body then?
Before we go to your room, I'm pulling you into the cube.
there's a mystic cube in the living room. He pulls you into it.
Cool. Can I find a rune on my body then?
You can look. Give me a perception check.
And I'm assuming what I saw, there was none, right? It
That's
was
a
just
natural
an
20.
aura.
So you didn't look at the back of his
That's
neck.
right.
That's a
Which
natural
is where you
20.
saw it last.
That's a natural 20.
You're looking around.
I'm also using a familiar symbolic as well.
Oh yeah. So you use tails to look behind you, and he sees it right on the base of your neck.
Cool.
There is a red angry rune on the back of your neck.
Cool.
That's bad.
This may hurt. I may pass out. And I'm gonna use erase on it.
Ooh, what level?
It is technically still level 1, but the thing is, I make a caster level check against a DC level 15.
You do. The DC is 15 if you're doing it that way, but the DC to break this spell is
Even higher.
way higher than
Okay.
that. You're with some messed up people, Dio. And I don't know which side of your.
They haven't asked you
Reactions
any
up
questions.
I know.
What questions are we supposed to ask you?
All
We're
of
in the
them.
cube.
Are you alive? What's going on? Who are the people you work with? Did they make you on purpose? Can
It
you
says-
think for yourself?
So it says level
What
1.
do they mean?
Could I upcast that at all? Or
If you have the spell slots, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Apologies,
What?
it's not in my character.
What would I
Ask
be
you those
adding then
questions.
to upcast this?
Yeah.
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 What would I be adding then to
I'm a
upcast
little
this?
curious.
So ask.
Well, it'll have to be
You
someone
would
else who asks
cast
the
it at a
question.
higher spell level, which
Okay.
would raise your the power of it. So I'd say you could add 5 for
Okay.
every spell level that you raise, so long as you have that slot available.
Okay, so I can raise it to 4th, which is the highest level I can do. So that'd be adding 15 to it.
Right.
So caster level plus 15. That's adding 27.
That might actually do it.
Not one.
Nope.
Uh,
You break it,
Holy
and you
shit!
feel it burn you more now that you are aware of it.
Holy shit!
You take a Oh shit.
God damn
You
it.
take 36 psychic damage.
Wow.
Before I
Holy
pull it
fuck.
out, I'll look over to Dio. Cast Detect Lies and Truth, and say, "Will you tell anyone what we have?"
No.
Is
Are
Dio
you
here?
lying or telling the truth?
Because I'll know.
No? I'm not, or I am telling the truth.
Okay.
I'm guessing by this point, can anyone magically listen?
No,
No.
no one in here can magically listen. That's why I was like, it is a private room.
Then no, I will not say.
And I'll pull out the blade, and it looks exactly like your plating.
Mm.
This might sting a bit, and I will attempt to absorb the spell.
Which spell? The rune?
The rune that's that
So,
Oh.
so cast magic and runic magic are different.
yes,
Okay.
which is why this is me attempting to try
Okay.
to get this.
Give
off of
me
it.
an Arcana check.
Looking at the sword and fascinated.
Your sword isn't even Ethereum.
I don't know if this works.
Well, I love it if it does, though. It's pretty epic.
The first time I will place the blade on it, and it's an 18.
Nope.
The second one, I'll flip it blade side, and like almost cut him as if I'm trying to actually draw it out.
Okay.
Can I help him with this? With Arcana?
He's got a knife next to your neck, dude.
I
You probably
know
don't
how
want to
you can
move.
Help him with this.
Yeah,
He's
lean into it, buddy.
He's using a casting spell.
Yeah, no, but like that's what I'm saying. Like I know how to use tools like this. I have a high Arcana. That's what I'm trying to.
You don't know how to use.
I don't
tools
know
like
how to
this.
use
You've
tools
never
like-
used Ethereum before.
Okay.
Before I do that, I'll look over to Dio.
Who is laden with a fireball?
One of piece is laden with a fireball. If her entire thing is plated with multiple things,
Theoretically.
Dude, just imagine if they had, like, chainmail.
Every freaking rivet is a fireball.
so I'm going to try to
Absolutely.
basically create a
You'd be
circuit
invincible.
with Dio.
Okay.
Dio.
What?
I'm putting my trust in you. So this sword is basically the same thing that you are. It can absorb spells. What I'm trying to do is pretty much absorb this rune. You are completely made of this metal that I have created. Yes, it's all weird considering that people probably have told you that they are the No, ignore that. This is the first of its kind in so long. I need you to attempt, and I will help you, basically absorb this rune.
I can try my best. Do I need to get rid of Fireball first?
Can I see which plating is glowing with fireball on her?
Give me an Arcana check. Have you used your Ethereum yet?
Yes, remember, because I told you throughout the days I've been on and off casting
testing.
Spark
Yeah, okay.
and
Okay.
things like
Yeah,
that.
so you know what it looks like when it's.
That is a 31.
So looking at her with the
Speculous.
looking for this spell and
Mhm.
where it is, it's all of her. All of her plates are connected.
Yes, you might need to, but hold
Once a
on.
day.
It's still going to have it. So if it's still on you, it's still technically active. So no, it's absorbing it and using part of you as almost like a conductor.
So what you can do, and from your tests you've discovered this, you can, and you would also know this, you can release the spell without casting it. And then you can reabsorb. You can only cast or release once a day. But you
Okay.
can absorb as many times as you
Okay.
need to.
So I guess I release the spell?
You
I
see
don't
the
know.
shimmer fade.
Okay. Hold out your hands.
Okay.
And I'll move the hilt side so you're grabbing the blade. So it's I'm creating a weird circuit here.
Oh! Take this first. I hand him a what was it? Mutagen or whatever. It increases your intelligence stat by 2.
Well, he doesn't cast with intelligence.
Oh, he doesn't.
No, but if
No.
I'm doing an Arcana check, it does help.
Arcana is
Okay,
intelligence.
there you go.
But then it
Is it
decreases.
+2?
Yes. Let me double check.
Because you cast with wisdom, right?
Charisma.
Charisma, correct. Sorcerer, yeah.
Casting. But if I'm doing Arcana checks, that's intelligence.
Okay.
That's why Roran's Arcana was so ungodly.
Right.
Because he cast off intelligence.
Bullshit.
Hey now. Kenan has just as much bullshit, just in different places.
No. Oh, it's a +4 to it.
Okay.
Okay.
But then you take a -2 to your strength score.
That's fine.
That's fine.
I have a ring to pick up orc
Strength
weapons.
is
It's
our
fine.
dump stat. Who cares?
Yeah.
So I'm
Druid is
basically,
the tank. Like.
I'm basically creating a weird circuit. So Ethereum, holding the blade of Ethereum. Tinkerput, I'll move him beneath the blade, and I'm gonna hold the blade as well. And I'm gonna try again.
Okay.
To basically absorb whatever this root is.
Okay.
And Tinkerput's
What are
head
you
comes
at
off
for
with it.
your spell slots?
If I'm casting this at high, this is my last level 6.
Okay.
So it's a +4. Agree to help. Do I get advantage?
Do I need to roll anything?
Are you absorbing it as well?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so you have her will
Which is
included.
What is my roll?
What's your saves?
I didn't include that because they weren't too much different. So,
Someone just assumes
I haven't
the
built a
same.
full character sheet yet.
Okay. Well, that's going to be a problem because that's a -2 to her will, so that's not actually going to help.
No.
Well, let's.
Well, but the barbarian should still have a +4, so
+4.
it's
Yeah,
a
so
+2.
I would say if you it would be your morale, which is a +4, and if you want to rage, that becomes a +6.
Sure.
Get angry at it.
So
You have a +10.
+6,
plus your regular
+4,
modifiers.
+10. Oh,
Plus charisma, plus
Are we hanging out at the house right now?
Yeah,
y'all are all in the sanctum, like unless Zorlin wants to be out.
Good vibes.
I guess I'll go help too.
Okay.
I don't know how to help.
You can't really. You can lend moral support, I guess.
Yeah, or immoral.
You guys can do this. Is that a 2?
Plural?
What?
So we can do
that
this?
is
Including Dia?
We can do this.
38.
DC was 40, wasn't it?
What if I roll
Does
the
not break.
What if I roll the support?
How would you support it?
I don't know. Cast the same. What's the spell
Quickly,
we're
because
casting?
it's a round, flip the second hand, so it goes back 6 seconds, so I still have my level 6 again.
Okay.
Oh, dude, I forgot you had that
you
thing.
see him grab a little hourglass on his chest and flip the smallest one in a ring, and you are suddenly back 6 seconds.
You do not
Yes, it
remember. Yes.
Actually, she does.
She does. Shit. The rest of you don't remember. But we go back 6 seconds right before I cast it. I need more help. I've already tried once. I only have 2 more attempts. Well,
Zorlin, do
3
you have
more
anything
attempts.
that might assist here?
I have.
Can I cast break as well at a with this at a 3rd level spell?
So what does break do?
Or no, erase. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Zorlin.
I have dispel magic.
That would help.
I
That would
have.
help.
I have druid bullshit, which doesn't help right now.
Dispel magic would help, though.
And I have a hedgehog.
Dispel. No. Dispel
Leave the
magic.
hedgehog alone, dude. That's just spell magic on the hedgehog.
I mean, the hedgehog might help, actually.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be the fucking cause of another.
Okay, so you have
Genocide?
+10,
Yeah.
the hedgehog
and I
is
want
an
you
immortal
to-
20th level lich. We turn into a hedgehog and stuck in a bag of holding,
I
so it
want
lives
you to
perpetually in
roll
a state of
for your
undeath
dispel
and suffering.
magic.
Okay.
Actually, sorry. What's your casting stat?
Well, Kanan doesn't know
My
about this,
casting
but
stat is.
no.
So what's my?
this happened before Kanan joined the party.
pretty sure I cast with do I cast
Wisdom.
with wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom.
Okay. +7.
Okay. So you would have an additional
17.
+7. And you're casting Dispel Magic.
Yeah.
You don't have to roll.
Okay.
Can he upcast a spell? Because that's only a 2nd level spell, and he should have like 4th or 6th level spell
I
casting.
can.
Yeah,
I
if you
can-
want to
I can-
upcast, I would give you an additional +1 for every additional.
Okay.
Yeah, I can raise it to
3,
level
4, 5,
6.
6.
So
That would
I
be
can
an
get,
additional 4.
an additional 4, so I can give you a +11 by casting.
So that's +21.
It's a lot better. You said +21?
Mm-hmm.
So that's 21 plus. So that's plus 35. 47.
What was the DC? 45.
DC was 45.
Wow.
You feel a pressure in your mind as this spell fights to maintain itself, and then it shatters.
Okay, so
It doesn't get a interesting.
You take 7 psychic damage.
okay, cool. I'm at 81.
You were just getting hit tonight.
Better than having a golem land on his head.
So neither Dio nor the sword have.
It just breaks.
Okay.
The sword breaks?
No, the
Oh,
spell.
okay.
So
Nori would have been really pissed.
Jesus
God
Christ,
damn,
the
yeah.
So
sword?
you have expended your highest level spell slot,
Yeah.
and then both of you have utilized an absorption for today.
Correct.
Well, I technically still have one more cast of a.
Yes,
my
but
high-
it was
yes,
at the
but you
highest
used
level.
one.
Yeah,
So
it was.
You guys notice your Ethereum is not glowing.
I'll take the sword back. And because it's a cantrip, cast Spark and try to see if it'll absorb it.
Absorbs.
Okay. Sheath the sword and just sit the fuck down.
Okay, so
Can someone explain to me what all this is about?
I-
Pretty please?
I know how she works.
Do you?
Yes, because I've made both the metal and the spell that works you.
How do you know that?
Walk and talk. Yeah.
Yes. So the spell was made, and I'm going to assume they said a friend, by Merkel, who is my associate who's currently on the run.
Marco was not the one.
No, he's the one that helped me create the spell that makes Dio work.
I don't recognize the names.
Marco is not on zero.
So Merkel Thorn, you do recognize, was the human who you first saw when you awoke. He was the one who seemingly was most invested in your sentience.
I look I look at you. Merkel is not on zero. Merkel was there.
He was still there?
He was the one who showed me, and then the colleague, I forget his name, Azur Cole was one who met me. They
You
told-
remember Azur Cole is the drow who has been very set on you being a weapon or a tool.
That doesn't make any sense for Merkel to be there if he's on the run.
Can I just confirm? They made me.
Yes. You have been created similar, and I'll point to the monocle I have, to Speculus here.
How long ago did you make the Speculus?
Speculus was almost a month ago, so a little bit older than you, I presume.
2 weeks.
They are making more version 2s.
Him saying Merkel, can I describe him, what Merkel looks like, to make sure it's...
Yes, you can. Merkel Thorn is a tall, slender human. very fine hair, almost looks bald from a distance, but isn't. Almost middle aged, probably
Elf, right?
40-ish. No, he's human.
Okay.
And he is kind of jittery, but often like staring very intensely at the world.
And I'll describe his
The Marco I
features.
met was gnome, right? Was the Marco I met was gnome.
Then that is a different Merkle.
The gnome that he's referring to is Murg. Murg is kind of the
Yeah,
brand
Murg.
ambassador of Dorshik Industries. Kind of their hype man. Does all of their advertising kind of thing.
Okay. Can I say? Yeah, that's Merc.
You said Merg?
Murg.
So is
Okay. That makes a lot of sense. So the reason why it didn't make sense for Merkle to be there is because he's the one who showed me a vision of Dio.
So
they're working on, you said, a 2.0.
they are going to begin production of the second version.
What did you say?
Probably to work out the flaws.
Boom! Boom! Boom!
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna stand up and go check the peephole.
As I hear
Cannon's
that,
got
I'll
a
stand up
pistol
and
drawn.
flip and wear the silk clothing and everything.
As you look out the peephole, give me a perception check.
Oh, just so because there's only one people.
That's a 17.
Okay, good enough. You see a woman with platinum blonde hair. Her skin is pale, almost pearlescent. And she appears to be wearing armor that is these pale vines. She says, "Open the door!"
There's a pale lady with strange armor here.
Step behind the door and I will...
I am behind the door.
Means don't be where it's
adjust-
gonna open.
I'll adjust
Oh,
you a little
okay.
bit and I'll open the door. Yes.
You see, you two give me a memory check.
Motherfuck. This is intelligence, right?
Yes.
Sweet. Dirty 20.
Okay.
Plus the +2 already.
Plus 4.
That's right.
Well, it's
24.
+4 to the to whatever stat.
Yeah.
So +2 in total.
It's
Oh
intelligence.
yeah, +2. Okay.
Oh, +2 in total?
17.
22.
17. You both recognize this woman is wearing the same armor that Billy did when he was a paladin of Oberon.
Oh dear God.
Where is Billy? And that's
Oh,
what
dear.
we're on tonight.
Oh dear God.
I've got so much questions for you now. Oh my god.
I was trying to get out that it was arcane resonance.
The spell me and Merkle created.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So that's why I said it is. Whenever I was talking to Dio, it is both the metal and a spell that I have created. I meant literally. I did create this spell, which is why
He's
a lot
your daddy!
This is why a lot of the
Oh God.
a lot of the bullshit that's happening around. You can thank Sonori.
Goddamn.
God damn it, Tsunori!
That's a first, actually. Usually it's goddamn it Billy.
Yes.
Well, it's still about to be goddamn it Billy, actually.
It's still about to be goddamn it Billy because you guys got to deal with.
Oh God, I know who.
Oh man, that was great. I love rehearing a lot of the sessions and a lot of what what I did for sure, but a lot of what the group is doing, because that definitely opens up a lot of like kind of prepping us for what's to come, what we're heading towards and everything like that. It's gonna be crazy. So I'm super excited for that. So with that being said, yeah, I'm hyped. We are going to take about an hour and a half break, and we'll be back with more streaming. I think we'll be playing Lies of P later. So with that being said, thank you all so much for coming by. If you like a lot of the D&D content that I put out, want to talk D&D or want to make more D&D content, definitely join over on the Discord, definitely TikTok. It's great. I've been posting little snippets of well, not snippets, but like funny TikToks that relate towards the D&D campaign. So it's funny. It's great. I do hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the next hour and a half. For those of you who will not join us again, I do hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening, rest of your night, and as always, have anime filled rest of your day. See you in a bit, guys.